Holy heckin' you guys! Hi guys! Wow, you were here really fast. Holy cow. How's everybody doing? Hi guys! Sorry that I'm a little bit late because I know I said I was going to start around 4, which was about half an hour ago. But I kind of forgot there was a space shuttle launch today, and that's why my internet was so slow. And as soon as I figured out there was a space shuttle like launching, like Chips and I watched that. It was amazing. We're gonna be talking more about it very soon. But how are you guys doing today? Hey Camille, welcome. Rainbow Warrior Snake, good to see you. Oh Smaggle, good to see you. Good to see you. Dora, yes. Chips and I sat on the couch and we actually put it on TV, like hooked up our laptop and put it on TV and we watched it. And it was so cool. I almost want to chuck my idea of working on a farm today in our island out the window and make like a space area because I'm really feeling excited. I was like just a little bit tempted to even just go ahead and like load up No Man's Sky instead. I'm feeling the awesomeness that is the entire universe around our tiny little green and blue orby marble that we're all spinning on right now, for sure. Oh, have fun, Leah. I hope you have a good time. It was so cool. How many of you guys saw the space launch? That was amazing. And I love the drone. The drone that came back, Falcon, when it landed, I had no idea they named the drone ship that it was going to land on. Of course, I Still Love You. So I was listening to like all of these really serious science presenters talk about how amazing the space launch is. And then they kept saying, of course, I still love you. Like really monotone. And I was so confused. I was like, wow, they're really into this. They're really emotional about the shuttle. Wow, it's really great to see people this excited about science. And then finally it caught up with me that the name of the ship that the shuttle was landing on is Of Course I Still Love You, which is an epic name for a ship, by the way. Blazequakes! Yay! Oh, Cyber, thank you so much for the host. And Blazequakes, I'm so glad that you're following along here too now. That's so much fun. Right, Collie, I want to do a space section over by Octavian for sure. At the very least, we're going to use today to put out like the lunar rover and things that we have been hoarding in our house for him. It was so cool. Science! Wait, someone's excited about me? Oh wait, she was talking about the principal, not me. I'm excited about you too, Science. Don't worry. And Annie, thank you so much for the host. Oh, Camel, you saw it too. It was so epic. Zara Scottish Glam! Thank you so much for subscribing with your Twitch Prime and being the first one in our nest today. Holy cow. All right, let me go ahead. And you know what? We need like a little egg emote. I wish we had an egg emote. But Zara, let me pull up a really awesome animal for you to be, my friend. Whilst, let's see, what do I have in here? Whilst we talk about this amazing space launch. Man, what is the nearest animal I can think of that would have anything to do with space? Gosh, I don't think I have one, unfortunately, but let me find a really cute picture real quick. I'm just gonna dive in at random, Zara, and we're gonna see what we have for you. Pretty soon, Zara, here we go! You're gonna be this absolutely epic burb today, my friend. For your first month in the nest, I present you with what I believe to be is a flicker woodpecker. All right, I need some bird ID help. Yellow sapsucker! Is this the yellow sapsucker, friends? Because I do believe we have a yellow sapsucker. And Zara, I know that sounds like I'm calling you a name, but I promise you that they're very awesome. I'm pretty sure this is a yellow-bellied sapsucker. And that sounds like something you would call someone as an insult, and I apologize. It is not. It is a really cool bird. And Cheetahs, thank you so much for the tea time. Holy cow, it's so good to see so many of you. Let me catch up. All right, let's see what's going down. Just my day has been going really well. For those of you guys who didn't see, we have the return of zoo crafting over on our YouTube channel now. Thank you so much to all of you who joined me last week for when we streamed Minecraft Dungeons and we actually popped into zoo crafting at the end. I opened up my heart, vulnerable and wary, to all of you about the effect that zoo crafting has had in my life and what I wanted to do with it, and you guys gave me the confidence to return to it. Less than a week later, we have rescued it from the clutches of that tech who tried to delete it yesterday. He still had it messed up on their server side today, so I just canceled the server service. Oh my goodness. But it's safe and we have a new episode. So that was my morning. It was really fun to finish editing that and put it out this morning. I was really happy. And Maggie, how fun! It's snowing on your island. Are you in the southern hemisphere? Or just a time traveler extraordinaire? And then, oh, thank you, Kaharu Moon. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well today too. Oh, and happy Elephant Girl, you saw zoo crafting started up again. You love the episode so much, and I can't believe your elephants disappeared. I can't believe they disappeared either. Awkward Turtle, oh, Awkward, it's so good to see you. We'll have to go by the museum sometime later and say hello to your immortal turtleness. Evening series, summer classes, oh, I'm catching up. Summer classes just started, so I'm falling behind on streams, but I wanted to pop in and say hi and have a fun night. Oh, thank you, Awkward. Are you teaching the classes or are you in the classes? Just out of curiosity. And thank you, Smaggle. It is a sapsucker. Yellow-bellied sapsucker. It's really cool. Our first bird of the day. Chips and I also started our Cornell University bird course today, and we did some of the introductions, and I am so excited. Girl with a cape, thank you! Space party, I know, right? I kind of am thinking we might have to pivot, and we might have to try doing some space stuff instead of some garden stuff. Let me know what you guys think. We'll talk about that in just a second. Oh, Mandy! Oh, thank you so much, Mandy. I'm so happy that you're here too. And does Martha... Golly, did you just start our very first Minecraft zoo crafting and Wildberry Animal Crossing New Horizons crossover? Did you really just do that? Oh my gosh. Okay, for those of you guys who are zoo crafting fans, how many of you know my dodo Martha? By the way, let me show you this really cool vintage patron postcard that Alari made for us last year, actually, with Martha, now that we're talking about her. Here we go. We need to check out our girl Martha, because last we saw her, she had had success in finding a creeper boyfriend, and she's got some little explosive creeper hybrid dodo chicks that we need to go and check on. But I think it'd be cool if Martha would know Orville and Wilbur, because they're dodo birds too. That's gonna be fun. And Toby, oh, you're heading to work. Oh, I hope you have such a good day at work, even though it's a safe and good day at work. It can always be a little interesting about now. You were super excited about the storm that happened this morning. Oh, I'm gonna have to go see that on the Discord later. Oh, and Science! You're making some more bug designs and posting them? Oh, that's so cool. I can't wait to see. I'm really into Birds of Paradise right now after Chips and I took the first introductory bit of our Cornell bird course this morning too, just so you know. And then Leah! Oh, be careful, Leah. I hope that you're gonna feel all right. You want to be careful around a pool for sure. Oh, hey! And Leal, if you have an egg next to your name, then that means that somebody actually has gifted you a sub, or you subbed yourself. And when you sub, you support the streamer that you're watching, and you get a cute little sub badge. And for every month that you're subbed, your sub badge gets older. And after 3 months, your egg will turn on our channel into a chicken. And after 6 months, it will turn into a Gouldian finch, and after 9 months it'll turn into a peacock, and after a year it'll turn into a phoenix. So the eggs and the other things next to people's names represent how long they've been supporting communities. Oh, and Binny's towards zoo crafting coming back. Yay! Oh, Mason, I'm so glad you guys are having a good time with zoo crafting. I think we will have to have our dodo birds, Orville and Wilbur, end up being like distant cousins of Martha, and maybe we can have some sort of cool crossover with them in our Minecraft series. And how fun would it be if we actually had meringue? Golly, thank you guys. How fun would it be if we actually had meringue and like Mama Sky could open up a library in the Village of Light and meringue could start selling strawberry cake? That would be so fun. We might have to bring some of our villagers in and have them come visit zoo crafting. What do you guys think about that? That would be so fun. I know, Snow, I love our art. Alari does our art. And Awkward! Okay, technically both, because you're in college for game design, but also teaching coding and an online summer camp. Oh, that's so cool! I hope you have a like smooth time this summer with both the camp and also your own classes. I know from watching Chips how hard it can be to do both at one time. So I wish you the deepest of support. Oh, and then, oh, the last stream? Let's see. Yeah, Lily. So basically, if you look at this command right here, let me go ahead and follow through on the instructions and use some Googling, then it should hopefully help you to figure out how to get the Discord up and going. All right, and then, oh, good afternoon, Siri. Matt, so good to see you. Matt Ruski. Man, what a cool name. Got you on in the background as I organize my island as well. Oh, I'm so glad. And Lasagna, it's so good to see you. Lasagna, I found your art last night and I like freaked out. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have to add in. We absolutely today have to add in. Thank you guys so much for the biddies, by the way. We have to add in the Appleton. That's going to be one of our farming goals, is we're going to try to do a little bit of honest work, doing a little bit of farming around the island today, organizing our flowers and making space for a space shuttle that I hope to have very soon. That might be what we work on tomorrow. And I want to put in some of these Appletons under some of our apple trees and say that they're a really interesting species of turtle that has somehow showed up on Wildberry Island. Perhaps a little bit of a portal popping in. There we go. From our Pokemon series, for sure. Yes! Oh my gosh, Presty! Presty, absolutely! I would love to plant some of the stinky, like, corpse blossoms. How on earth do you say Rafflesia? How would one say Rafflesia? I saved the Rafflesia to my desktop, I thought. In my utter wisdom... Well, I thought I saved it to my desktop. Let me show you guys what the heck we're talking about with a Rafflesia. That's a bookshelf. I know I've got that Rafflesia. It's a corpse blossom, basically, because it smells like a corpse. There it is. There it is. I found it. I found it, friends. All right, let me drop it in here so I can find it easier. And show you guys what this looks like, because this is going to be really cool to add in. All right, I know you're in here. Okay, all images. Is that just not an image I can open for some reason? That is odd. All right, basically, I'll show you guys the Rafflesia in just a little bit. It's really cool. All right, and then, oh, it won't, let me see if we have, yeah, let me see if we have, oh, thank you, Science. Rafflesia. Call, oh, thank you. Oh, you want to send mail? Have you visited? Like, do you mean in real life or do you mean Animal Crossing? In real life, we hope to have a PO box maybe in the next month or so. And then we should have some good mods floating around if you need some help, Lil, with the Discord. And that hopefully they can send you a link to try to figure out what's up. Whoops, and I have my switches in the wrong spot. Oh, thank you, Lyra. I'm so glad you guys are excited about the work we did already. And heckin', look at all these flowers. But all right, guys, a couple things. Okay, he's still here. So we have a couple things to let you guys know about as we get going today. The space flight was amazing, and I totally want to try to make an area on the island. We'll try to pick it out today for Old Man Octavian to leave his mark by having a really cool space zone. And B, let me go ahead and check our to-do list. Our to-do list today are Let There Be Gardens and a spotty camper, because we might want to invite somebody to our campsite today. Moonwalk Mountain and villager gossip. So for the most part, we're going to be tidying up all the flowers, because yesterday our little litter bug self ended up eating all of the litter on the island, and Isabelle decided we no longer have junk floating around. And today I want to do some gardening by moving some of these flowers to where I think they should go. And also, oh, hang on, I think the winds above Wildberry have given me an umbrella. That is not going to help me. All right, let's grab this. All right, 1 second. No, come back. I can't leave this spot too far. I wanted this cricket. Okay, he's still here. We're gonna come back for that cricket because I've been in the mood to try to catch some of the crickets to see them in their little cage. But mostly, hopefully it'll be a chill time. Just hanging out today. Doing a little spot of gardening. It's not much, but it's honest work. Let's see what the Winds Above Wildberry just gave us. All right. Iron nuggets, nice. Also, I have been meaning to go ahead and, why do I have a flimsy shovel? I'll have to upgrade that. I've been meaning to try to get a cricket, so 1 second. First things first, we're gonna find this cricket. I think I'm standing on him. Okay, he's not there. Is he here? We got him! You guys, quick! We gotta catch him! We got him! All right, so we caught the mole cricket. So he makes that like incessant little buzzing noise. And then once we've caught him, I think he's gonna look really cool when we put him down. Aww. Okay, so the mole cricket doesn't have the cage. He still looks really cool, but unfortunately he doesn't have the cage. Some of the crickets have, like the bell cricket, have little cages, and when you put them down, they have little wooden cages that they go in, and I thought that would be perfect to put next to Red's beach, since we're saying that Red, Kitty, and Tiffany are poaching animals off of our beach. Gotta watch out for that. Oh, thank you, Anne, and thank you, Joseph. I'll have a little sip of tea real quick. Yes, Sai, we are hopefully going to have a really fun shark tagging tourney. Not a shark catching tourney, because we're going to catch them, but you know, I don't ever want people to hunt or fish for sharks in real life. So we're going to say we're having a shark tagging tourney, and that's going to be in June. We're going to have so many fun new bugs to help Cranston find in June. It's going to be awesome. Oh, Tora! Oh, that's so fun. I hope you've had a good time playing. And oh, thank you, little bug eye. How are you doing today? I'm so glad this stream is exactly what you needed. Hopefully it's going to be a nice, relaxing time. We're just going to do a spot of honest work around the island, tidying it up, and going ahead and getting our little boy, Cranston, all nice and prepared for his farm that he's going to have. There we go. And then let's see, what was that? Oh yeah, Annie, the blue rose. Yes, we have blue roses. I think somebody dropped them off. I know somebody dropped them off because they're in like this cluster of roses that people dropped. And just popping by to say the Tiki Bar is officially open for business. That would be really cool, Annie. I was just thinking maybe we would do a little bit of visiting today. So we'll have to see. Let me see what we're going to get up to. And we might do a little bit of visiting before the end of stream. So I'm excited. All right. Sharks are friends, not food. I agree, Joseph. I agree. Oh, girl, the game. You're so excited about the shark event too? I think it's going to be a grand time. All right, but let me do a couple things. Sorry, guys. I am still kind of like settling in because it's been an interesting morning of busyness. So give me just a second to settle in, and then we're going to start doing our farming. Will you guys help me pick out a farming outfit? I love our leaf outfit, but I kind of want to pick a like honest work farming outfit first. Yes, Salah. We're going to actually give Cranston a farm, and it's going to be an actual ant farm. Oh, hey! Medisuna, welcome to the nest. Let me go ahead and pull you up a bird and tell you guys about Cranston's ant farm. So we are going to have an actual ant farm for Cranston, and we are going to build it by giving him in like a farm area. And then, oh my gosh, Kakura Moon, welcome home from work. We actually just started. Thank you so much. I love your little corgi bitties. Thank you. And you are not late. We're actually just getting started with our hopefully relaxing, honest work of just sorting through all of the flowers that we've got. And let me go ahead and Minisuna, I have quite the dapper friend to share with you. A nice blue jay. I love blue jays. And oh, Chips and I saw the mama blue jay on the nest again, you guys. Do you remember Mama Blue Jay? I showed you guys a few days ago, but let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find the picture again. In case you missed it. We have another new nest to keep an eye on, friends. And this time, it's a blue jay nest, which I have never found before. I can't believe I forgot about it until now. I am absolutely going to have to go with Chips, and we are going to have to go look for this blue jay nest again. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. So here's the best picture I got. Ah, it's too big. of Mama Blue Jay when she was on the nest. She's in a tree next to the apartment complex near our house, or near our apartment. And this is the best picture I have of her because she is really tucked into the branches. And we saw her again late last night when we were taking the trash out. She's not often on the nest right now, so I don't know what to think about that. But we saw just her tail sticking over the end, and it was too hard to like take a picture of. But we're keeping an eye on the blue jay nest for the first time. It is so exciting to have all these bird nests to keep an eye out for. Oh, Collie! Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so sweet, Collie! I can't wait to be able to have you over for a Mail Monday or a field trip. It'll be really fun. And, K-Frey, I think both the male and female blue jays have the crest. Pretty darn sure. Because they look pretty much identical. It's really hard to tell the difference between males and females. Because I've had entire families come up before. But she's very happily kind of scrunched down, potentially on some eggs. And then actually, what do blue jay eggs look like? I have no idea. Oh, Ren, it's so good to see you. Look at your beautiful peacock feathers you've got now. There were some robins in your nest at work really well. Sadly, the babies didn't make it because the nest was too low to the ground. Oh, yeah, I had some cardinal babies that I saw this spring, a couple weeks ago, that didn't make it because I think it was too low to the ground too. But unfortunately, that's one of the rough, like, learning periods that birds have to go through. And that was really difficult for me to understand at first, why birds kept putting their nests in places they shouldn't be. But it's actually something where they're going to learn next year. That didn't work. I need to move it higher. And that's the reason that some birds, like the robins that we have around here, they can go through like 3 nests before they have a successful clutch during the year. And each time that female robin is going to start trying to change her tactics a little bit more and a little bit more. Oh, maybe my nest was too exposed. Maybe it was too low. Maybe it was too high. So when you can have a ton of babies every year, I guess it makes more sense that you have, this sounds terrible, but a little bit of room for error. And that's just part of nature. Also, what do blue jay eggs look like? I want to see blue jay eggs. That hopefully, I always worry when I try to Google what like eggs look like, that I'm going to end up with some sort of like Pinstagram Easter egg picture, and I actually won't have an idea of what the blue jay eggs look like. All right, let me make sure I'm looking at the right blue jay. And sure enough, you guys, if I Google blue jay eggs, there's actually mostly a bunch of pictures. Are you sure this is blue jay? Those are robin eggs. How do you know which one's a blue jay egg? Blue jay bird egg. If you try Googling and blue jay eggs. Why? Yeah, I know why robin eggs are blue. Real blue jay eggs. There's so many different designs. A lot of people are saying, like, those are robin eggs. They're just giving me blue eggs. Alright guys, we're gonna go with this one because I'm just going to assume this is correct. But here's what blue jay eggs might look like. This is what she might be sitting on. But I don't 100% trust the source. So this might be what she's sitting on. We'll have to see. Because when I Googled blue jay eggs, there were very blue eggs. Those were robin eggs. So I'm going to assume these are blue jay eggs. We'll have to see. All right, let me catch up. And then Sammy, you had cardinals who were nesting in your backyard, but all of a sudden they stopped showing up. I wondered what happened to ours. Well, if the fledglings actually fledged, there's a chance that maybe they left. Or they could have had like a cowbird or a catbird who are parasite nesters like cuckoo birds. They might have shown up and like pushed the eggs out and laid their own. And a savvy set of parents will recognize that and not raise the like fake babies. But it's just kind of like that whole cycle. Oh, there's a balloon. It's very interesting because I never know who to cheer for. Do I cheer for like the hungry snake? Do I cheer for the bird? And in the end, I just decide to try to cheer for the wonders of nature and all of its variety, and cheer for whoever is currently Struggling against the forces of life. There we go. Did you guys like my Sir David voice? And Kakara Moon! You usually have a bird's nest in front of your porch? Oh, that's so cool! I can't wait. I hope to find more nests to share with you guys. Oh, thank you, Winds Above Wildberry. I'll take 10,000 bells. But I can't wait to find more nests to share with you guys, because it's just so fun to be able to see the wildlife, isn't it? Mandy, thank you for the tea time. Oh, thank you, Frost. I hope that your guinea pig has healthy, happy pups this time around. You always have such beautiful pictures of them. And then Cornell says bluish or light brown with brownish spots. Thank you very much, Paint Seagull. You know, if we're going to try to figure out what the eggs actually look like, good to go to Cornell instead of Pinterest. Don't trust Pinterest for bird identifications, guys. So this is probably a blue jay nest then. How exciting! Like, she's sitting on some of those. I wonder how many. Chips and I really wish that we had like a tiny little drone that wouldn't bother them. I would love, does anybody manufacture like bee drones yet? I would love to buy a tiny little bumblebee drone that could just kind of buzz its way over a bird nest and just peek in and see what's down there. Like, is there anybody in there? Oh my gosh. And then just like buzz back and hopefully not get eaten in between the journey. I would 100% buy a bee drone. The bird spy. Oh, what would you call it? The buzzer? That'd be kind of cute. Ziva, a killdeer nest. Oh, now we're talking birds. Thank you, Annie. All right, guys. Apparently there's a lot of roleplay letters that y'all are waiting on. So we'll try to carve a little bit of time into our schedule for that today too. And then let's see. All right, I think I caught up on everything. Oh, hey! Puppy is Trophy, welcome, welcome! And thank you very much for the host. All right, so let's review the garden. Let me double check the to-do list. Oh, thank you, Mason. We'll have to see. I'll see if I have time for some shopping in a little bit. Chips and I want to do a bit of tennis in a couple hours, so I just need to keep an eye on that because we had a bit of a late start due to space. Oh, and speaking of space, oh gosh, okay. Before we get started on the garden stuff today, let's go inside and see if I have a framin, as Chips calls it, a framin, aka a farmin, outfit for our honest work that we're going to be doing. And then let's go ahead and see, oops, let's see what the space, like, lunar rover that somebody gave me looks like. It's hiding just in my house somewhere in storage. And I want to go put it over by Octavian. And then tomorrow we might actually work on making a space station. It would be so cool to make a space station. And then maybe we can go ahead and have like a space launch area. And if we play No Man's Sky and like stream No Man's Sky a little bit, we can imagine Octavian as like mission control. And like, he's an old man now, but in his younger days, he helped people travel the universe. I love all these crossover ideas you guys have given me today. All right, let's see if we have a good Framin outfit for some honest work. All right, garden gal, we're gonna swap your clothes. And is there like a farming hat? Like, yeah, like a good honest work hat. There we go. I want to really go for the rustic today. And do we have a, I could be a rustic sheep. That is an option. Are there like overalls? There have to be farming overalls, right? There has to be like a farming overall set somewhere out there. Could go work apron. I mean, that's a little closer, but not quite there. Their dresses. Let's see. So they'd be under dress up if we had them. Do I not have, am I gonna have to be a little bug again? I do have the egg sushi still. I could be a frog. I love the Renaissance dresses. I can't wait for us to do Renaissance month. That's going to be really fun. Okay, that's, you know what? I could wear this as a Fremen dress. I could get behind that. All right, let's see. And then how about some good work boots? Okay, that's actually really cute. I'm increasingly liking this. And maybe a little traveler backpack. Does that really match? The thing is, once you start wearing backpacks, I feel like you can't not wear a backpack. Okay, what do you guys think? That's actually really adorable. I actually like it better than if we had overalls. We'll go ahead and go with this. Our little Framin outfit for the day. They're coveralls with arm guards and overalls. Oh, thank you guys. All right, let me go ahead. We're just gonna have Garden Gal. She's in this outfit today. I love it. Thank you guys. Oh, it's so cute. All right, now we're ready. I feel ready to start working on Cranston's wonderful little Fram. His farm. And Chips is always like calling pizza sauce swash. I can't say it. It's like with the W. I think he does it on purpose because I'll try to mimic him and I absolutely can't say it correctly. Also, I've totally forgot it was a KK day, which means that later we'll have to have the mods and Chips come over, and maybe we can have Chips drop off a space shuttle. Oh, space shuttles! Because, oh, thank you, Mimi! Hey, welcome! Don't worry, we actually had a bit of a late start because space shuttles are amazing. And I forgot about the ones in the house. But Chips has the DIY recipe for space shuttles. So I might ask him to bring a space shuttle and we can put it out tomorrow. Our little birdie! Yay! I totally forgot that it was little birdie time and we caught the little cuckoo clock. I love it when that happens. All right, so Chips actually knows how to make space shuttles, so I might ask him to drop one off, and then tomorrow we might spend some time terraforming somewhere on Wildberry as a space launch area. And when we finish terraforming it, we can launch the space shuttle by putting it down. That'd be really fun. I have no idea what it looks like. I know, Chips just casually, oh hey Miss Rose, good to see you. Chips just casually bringing a space shuttle over. You know, why not? Let's see. All right. So somewhere in here, somebody has actually already given me. Dun, 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 dun. We have, there it is! The lunar lander! The lunar lander, a satellite. Let's grab a telescope. And do I have anything else space themed? I do not. And let's go put these over by Old Man Octavian. Oh, and let's actually find him a gift while we're at it. Should we give him a telescope, you guys? Because I have so many extras. I just noticed. Because I think it'd be kind of cute to give Old Man Octavian an extra telescope. I have more than I realized I did. And that could be like his, yeah, K-Free, that could be his gift today. Yay, Chip, yes. Chip of Mint, so good to see you. I love the space shuttle. This is going to be fun to have a chance to use them. Oh, do you need more space? Let's see. Do you need more space-themed things? I only have 3 tires for the rover. You have to make tires for the rover? Save your trash. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and create amazing DIYs, friends. What the heck? And speaking of which, I don't think we've checked the recycling bin for ages. Let's go see if there's some good stuff in there. We've had people be like moving in and out. So maybe there's something good here. Speaking of eco-friendly, I'm so excited for... Oh! There's a lot of stuff in here! It's almost all cardboard boxes and a goldfish. And a Viking top and an Imperial low table. You guys, these are the things that we gave Pierce. Let's rescue the goldfish. Oh, that's so cool. And a cute sofa. Who had a cute sofa? Interesting. Rusted part, cardboard box. I know you need these rusted parts for things. So let me go ahead and claim those too. Wow, and the rest is just cardboard boxes. We might have to make a cardboard box like fort or like a little, we should make a cardboard box fort one day and just put a whole bunch of the cardboard box items out and it can be like Cranston's little cardboard box kingdom. That'd be really cute. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? We saved the goldfish. And maybe it was probably Midge who had the cute sofa, you guys. Let's put it out and see what it looks like. And maybe we'll give it to another villager. And I think this is actually Gouldine, our goldfish. So we'll put her back out somewhere safe. Oh, Mimi, thank you. Chips actually also knows the space shuttle DIY. I'll see if he can make us one. Oh, Ziva, I'm excited for Eco Living too. Both here in real life and also in Sims 4. I have a feeling we'll probably be streaming that if you guys want to join me on the adventures of a very mad plant sim out for revenge. I kind of want to do all of the wacky things you can do in Eco Living and create a plant sim scientist, which I know I do again and again and again, but I love plant sim scientist. And I want her to like take revenge for her forest being cut down and turned into Evergreen Harbor. She was asleep for a long time in her tree, and then she woke up and Evergreen Harbor and all these humans moved in and polluted the place. So I want her to take like comedic revenge against the humans and just kind of go wild, doing all sorts of things I normally wouldn't have my Sims do. So that's my idea. If you guys want to stream that sometime, I think it'd be fun. Oh, the Cadley. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying our adventures. Here, where should we put Goldine? I feel like she needs to go somewhere safe. I'm gonna put her over here for now. And we'll go ahead. There you go, Goldine. You stay here for just now. I love the pot the goldfishes go in. How about Bamboo Forest? What do you guys think? Should we go ahead and take her to Bamboo Forest in this beautiful porcelain bowl? I think she'd be a good addition to the Bamboo Forest. Oh, yeah. Oh, Joseph. Yeah, maybe our plant sim might be like a villain and she'll just call herself Mother Nature. And so every time she acts out against the village, she'll call it Mother Nature's Revenge. All right, looks like we have a fossil to dig up over here. And I think Goldine would be really happy tucked somewhere safely in a little pond inside her bowl. Maybe right over here. I think we could have a happy goldfish right about here. All right, Goldine, let's get you all tucked in. All right, nope. Put her in the water at least. I had this horrible vision of like, all right, Goldine, you go right here. And I just take her out with my bare hands and like splat right on the ground. Oh, no. Put her in the water. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank you, Paige. We'll check out the letters, if not today, on Mail Monday, because I'm trying to make sure we get some of our tasks done as well. I know, I was really worried about her, you guys. Because, you know, when you click on the bugs, you can say release. And so in my head, clicking the show off was in the same spot where you can like click release for so many of the animals. And all I could think about was like releasing my goldfish in the middle of like the forest. Poor Goldine, I'm glad you're okay. And then she would turn into a magic carp using Splash ineffectively. Cranston's home. Should I give him the mole cricket, you guys? What do you guys think? Should we give him the mole cricket because, you know, we're gonna be digging in the dirt for him today and like making him a little farm? I think that'd be really fun. Yeah! Okay, let's go visit Cranston. We're also doing villager gossip today after all. Alright, Cranston, we're gonna be digging up your front yard and we found you a mole cricket. Let's see what you think. He's building something! My son has had instructions from the bugs in his floor whispered into his ear. What deep words of wisdom have they given him? Bugs are excellent architects, as we know from our wasp nest after all. Hey, sorry about the mess, but I haven't got time to clean today. Is he wearing a bathrobe again? He is. He's wearing the one that makes him look naked. I'm making me a pretty cosmos wreath. One of the bugs on the floor whispered the DIY instructions in my ear while I was sleeping last night. He's learning how to work with flowers because he's going to be our town gardener, you guys. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, we already know the pretty cosmos wreath, but we're going to save the DIY and share it with somebody because he's learning how to work with flowers for us. Thank you, Cranston. Good boy. He is forever wearing his bathrobe or his bath towel. All right, how is he doing today? your friend Kaylee from Starlight. I've heard that place. They make really tasty coconut soda smoothies. And what is succotash? I love that my villagers are constantly introducing me to new food. What is succotash? Ooh, that looks yummy. I think we've looked at this before. Wow, this looks really good, actually. I'm gonna have to show Chips and see if we can make some vegan succotash. Okay, Cranston is like thinking about farming and doing some honest work. Because check out this thing that he's talking about. This succotash. It looks yummy. Oh. Yep, that Cranston, all right, wore a bath towel to a KK concert. He would. He would. Oh, Scorpio Angel, you can actually see a list of all of the villagers that we have ever had on our wiki, which is still majorly under construction. It's pretty broken right now. But there you go. There's a link to our wiki that has a list of all of the villagers we've ever had, and we'll eventually have updated info about all of them too. All right. Anything else, Cranston? Now that he's given us his photo, like, it feels really chill whenever we visit with him. I guess Octavian can't leave. Octavian's sick! You guys! What the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to go get him medicine, like, right now. I bet Octavian will cheer up if you go visit, Novel. The heck? Old man Balloonhead, we can't have our grandpa be sick. All right, here, Cranston, you go ahead and have this mole cricket, and I'm gonna go get Octavian some medicine. He can't be sick on the day. Do you think he got overexcited and he got sick on the day of the space launch? A mole cricket, did you catch it yourself? Thanks, I can't wait to introduce her to the other bugs in my house. It's a mesh cap. Enjoy, Novel. Thanks, Cranston. All right. Grandpa Octavian is sick. He is old. He gets sick easily. We'll go take him the medicine, and let's take a look at the mesh cap. So we gave Cranston a mole cricket to, like, tell him he's going to be a great farmer, and we're going to work on building his farm. He gave us a mesh cap in response. I think he said, cool. Cool, dude. And we might go ahead and give this to Sheldon. This absolutely looks like something Sheldon would wear. All right, let's go get some medicine. We've got to take care of old man Octavian, especially because we're going to soon celebrate a space launch with him. Heckin', my flowers are getting out of hand. Oh, hey, Toast, it's so good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Oh my gosh, you're right, bowling for otters. You guys! What is going on in this place today? This is the most eclectic mix of weird things I have ever seen. I don't know what I'm looking at first. It's a giant hat. It's a table. Okay. What would I do with this? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to think about this. I mean, I'm gonna have to buy it for the catalog, but what are we gonna do? And why is that 3,000 bells and the expensive item, and then there's a safe? Yes, I'm interested in a safe. And this is more money than the expensive item. Should we buy it and give it to Tiffany? You guys, should we buy it and give it to Tiffany? Oh, Smaggle, you want it? You want the baseball hat? Do you like baseball, Smaggle? I'll send it to you. I have no problem with that. That'd be so cool. It's a hat table, and I mean, we might be able to use it in the future. Let's totally give this to... Oh, Cranston just wanted a giant hat table. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna buy the safe and give it to Tiffany. to maybe like try to earn, maybe we'll tell her that we're talking about feeling secure on the island and that we hope she feels secure on the island. And in her mind, that of course means it's safe to put her money in. But the more we talk to Tiffany and the more we build up a relationship with her, the closer we might come to turning her into a double agent by having her either give us her photo or by having her go ahead and teach us the love emotion, the reaction, because she's of the type that can do that. All right, and I will totally send this to you once I have a little bit of room, Smaggle. Here, let me sell some things. I should have enough room. This is hilarious. Tiffany's gonna be rich again. Well, I don't know what's in the safe because you can't actually see what's inside of the safe. Is kind of one of the interesting things about this. Let's see, what is this? Okay, I can't see that jacket. And then we've got apples. Save the apples. Save the sand dollar. Save the Viking top. Telescope, softwood, satellite. Not selling those things. That's for sure. Cute sofa, fossil, safe. Oh, and a grand piano. I need to send Paint Seagull, actually. My pockets, I'm carrying a safe, a grand piano, and a lunar rover in my pockets right now, guys. Wow. Oh, Pudding Traps, good to see you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me go ahead and buy this for Smaggle because he requested it. There you go, Smaggle. Our mod, he does good work here. And we'll come back and buy other stuff in just a little bit. But let's go ahead and we're gonna get some medicine for old Grandpa Balloonhead, aka Octavian. Look at that really cute little bear umbrella. I want to give it to Ursula. We're finding really cute things to share with the villagers today. What the heck? All right, let's take the medicine. All right, nope. I just need to take this to Octavian now. Thanks, boys. I'll be back. I know that bear umbrella was ridiculously cute. We're gonna go buy that and like give it to Ursula. I always worry that that's a little bit insulting because she is a bear, but it's too cute to pass up. Oh, hey, Inkwell, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, let's do this. Oh, whoa, what? It's a lost item outside Tiffany's house. That could only mean one thing. All right. Feeling pretty suspicious. Oh, hey, June, how you doing? Did you lose that? Nice running into you, Novel. Apparently, June has been reading at Mama Sky's library because she has picked up Sky's catchphrase of Novel. It's great running into you out here, Novel. That's very nice, June. Anything else to say real quick? So, Siri, since my figure dancing dress came from you, you'd know best. Am I pulling off this look, Novel? You are, June. You relax. All right, let me pick this up real quick. I know, little bug eye. Of all the places for a lost item that the owner has lost to, like, be left, it's outside Tiffany the Thief's house. That's hilarious. All right, first things first, old man Balloonhead needs his meds. He's too old for this nonsense. We need to take good care of him. Oh, Fluffo, you think that Siri looks like, or like June looks like Siri as an Animal Crossing villager? That's funny you say that because I feel the same way to the point where I actually had a custom amiibo of her made, as you can see. I really feel like June is the villager out of all of the villagers who just echoes well with me. I've gotten a little louder than her over the years, but all right. All right. Let's come over. Let's take good care of old man Octavian. Look at the poor guy. Look at him. He's just in terrible condition. Look at his space shuttle. Is this like the space shuttle, by the way? This is so cool. I hope we can get that. All right. I also would love to get Octavian's little like alien thing one day. All right, hang on, Octavian. I hate to make you wait. I just want to get a picture of you whilst you're sick because it's so rare that we see you this way. All right, let me get out of the way. Oh, poor Octavian. All right, let's go ahead and take care of him. All right, here you go, buddy. Cough, cough. Ugh. Is this the end for poor old Octavian? Okay, that's escalating a little quickly, friend. Oh, Cranston and June love, and let's help Octavian feel better. Oh, thank you so much, girl with the game. And do you prefer that or Lexi? Let me know. All right, let's take care of him. Maybe we can tell Sky he's sick and she can help us to bring some nice hot tea. Who's that? Who's here? I can't even make out your face. Everything's getting blurry. Oh my. This is actually more serious than I thought. Take some medicine. You didn't have to do this, but I'm really glad you did. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I think he was like on the edge of death. There you go. Whoa, I feel like I'm getting better already. I really appreciate you bringing me medicine, kiddo. I want you to have a mesh cap. Are my villagers trying to start a baseball team, guys? Are they like all, we've got mesh cap, gigantic mesh cap so far. I feel like the boys they're starting a baseball team on me, guys. Just saying. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. They say it's better to rely on strangers nearby than your faraway family, I suppose. Ow? Dude! Grandpa Octavian! I feel really bad for him. That's really sad. Not that I'm calling you a stranger, kiddo. Thanks again. Okay, the longer he stays here, the odds of ever letting Octavian leave our island are dwindling so fast. Especially because I don't have his amiibo card. Like, what the heck? And yeah, right, Millie? A sports arena with all of these mesh caps that I have just been given. And then let me catch up real quick. Oh, thank you, Mimi! And Millie! Oh yeah, I think it'll be fun. We're trying to do some more Minecraft stuff in the future, for sure. So keep an eye out for that. And I know, Imlove, did you see the SpaceX launch? We were just talking about it earlier. I am so blown away by the whole thing. We watched it live. It was fantastic. That's why we're actually going to decorate the outside of Octavian's house today with some of the space-themed items we have. And then tomorrow, our project on the island might actually be to do a little bit of terraforming to make a moonwalk area where we're actually going to terraform the ground to look like the moon. Let me see if I have the image of the pattern we're going to use, because it's amazing. Because I want you guys to see, when I say we're going to make it look like the moon, I mean we're going to make it look like the moon. All right, I know I have it in here somewhere. If I can't find it quick, we'll wait till tomorrow to show you, but people create such amazing things for Animal Crossing. It just blows me away. This one. Found it. Oh, hey! Oh, girl of the game, thank you so much for gifting Cosmo Cat Crossing a gift sub. And here is the moon design that we're going to work on tomorrow, guys. Look at how cool that is. It's basically going to be Octavian's house outside. Oh, an Antlered Fox production. My husband says give him medicine, then invite a friend over. It resets the villager, so that way they're out and about and act like normal and feel better. Oh, that's really great. We'll have to see if he feels better later. And then thank you, Cyber. I'll take a peek at that in just a second. Oh, so cute. Hey, Eminem Plays, so good to see you. Oh, gosh, I'm so excited, guys. It's going to be fun. The SpaceX launch was so cool. We're definitely going to have to do some things about that in the future. And, of course, Cosmocat Crossing, welcome to our nest. Let me go ahead and pull up a nice burb for you really quickly. Tomorrow, if I remember correctly, a lot of you guys are actually going to turn into... oh, here we go. Actually, this is perfect. Okay, so I just showed you guys the blue jay that's sitting on the nest, right? Here is that same blue jay couple, the male and the female, a couple days before we found it on the nest. Gathering nesting material. So that's how we found the nest, is Chips and I were walking around our apartment complex and we saw two blue jays clearly gathering nesting material, picking up all of the leaves and putting them in their beak. And we stood really still because they're very intelligent birds and they won't really move around a lot when they see you. And we waited until they calmed down and we watched where they flew and we followed them to their tree, and that's how we found their nest. Oh, Mimi, thank you so much for gifting Chili Dog a sub. Oh, wow, a tier 2 sub. Holy heck, Chili Dog. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, let me see what I got for you. All right. All right, Chili Dog, I have got actually this nice crow. We'll talk about how amazingly smart crovids are in the future, because they're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, British Lemur! I must have sent Octavian because I woke up and saw that you were streaming. Oh, British Lemur, hi! You must have sensed Octavian. And tomorrow, you'll be happy to know, British Lemur, we are going to actually make kind of like an Octavian themed day, because we're going to be working on making a moon landing area, which I'm pretty excited about. But for now, we're gonna remove this hammock because I don't think the old man cares about that as much as he cares about having a place for his lunar lander. That's so cool. That's so cool. It looks just like something washed ashore. And he just has that to work with now. This is amazing. I love it. And then over here, you guys. Oh my gosh. The satellites in the air. Okay, let me think about this. Where do I want to put this? Just right. That's so cool! I love it! I love having those around his house. That is so cool! Thank you guys so much for the lunar lander and the satellite. I am just tickled. Oh, and Flubboom! Congratulations on unlocking our lovely giraffe. Oh, and Lexi, you used to live in Alexa, and there were Alexa? In Alaska, and there were ravens everywhere. They're such beautiful and intelligent birds too. Yes, oh my gosh, ravens are so smart too. The ravens we actually saw at the Tower of London were really particularly fascinating because they had been so trained. And clearly they were used to like humans being all up in their business. All right. And then, oh my gosh, so Old Man Octavian is now taken care of. Codename Grandpa is Sick has been completed. Like Mission Grandpa is Sick has been completed. Let's look at the... Aha! Okay, this is definitely from Octavian. We're saying that this is from Octavian. Like, maybe this is something that his satellite just discovered. All right, what is this? Because it's literally next to his satellite and his little rover. What's this one called again? This is not a lunar rover. This is not a telescope. Yeah, it's a lunar lander. So this is next to his lunar lander. So this is something Octavian discovered in his spacefaring adventures. Soccer shorts. What is it with today? My villagers are feeling pretty sporty today. Because we now have, my friends, let me just go over all of these things real quickly. We now have the throwback hat table. We now have one mesh cap from Octavian. And we have another mesh cap, of all things, from Cranston. I feel like some of my island residents are wanting another tourney of some kind. Maybe they're just getting excited about our shark catching tourney. Excuse me, the shark tagging tourney. Yeah, they want a sports area. Oh hey, Derply, yes, we need to definitely talk to Tiffany. We actually have a safe to give Tiffany. So let's go talk to Tiffany real quick and give her a safe. I know Cranston wants to play sports, but he would play sports with his bugs. What kind of bug sport do you think he'd make, you guys? Like a really cool ant maze or something like that? And then let's go see how Tiffany's doing and give her the safe we got. Librarian, so good to see you. It's time for the Wildberry Sports Festival arc. Sheldon! Sheldon! What has she convinced you to do? Sheldon! Sheldon, are you good? Sheldon, everything good? I'm so pleased you dropped by. Another friend is here today, Bun Bun. Did you drop this, Tiffany? May I see it? Uh-oh. I didn't mean to talk to her with the lost item first off. Oh dear, I'm sorry. It looks like this isn't mine after all. Maybe she's being honest because Sheldon's here. Or maybe we're finally turning her to the tide of the good side. This looks more like something June might be into, Bun Bun. Oh, awesome. Okay, so June dropped it outside of Tiffany's house. Or did she drop it? We'll have to see. What is with the side eye, Tiffany? What is with that side eye? Do you see this? That's amazing. Cranston and Octavian want Mesh Cap Odyssey. Oh, thank you, little bug eye. Thank you so much. Scorpio Angel, welcome to the nest. I can't remember if you've been in here before. I'm pretty sure you have. In which case, your egg shall continue evolving. And let me pluck something up fun for you. Scorpio Angel, when I think about you, I think about red, actually. And how about a beautiful red bird? It's a little blurry because he was in the rain, but he was a gorgeous male cardinal, possibly one of the Papa Cardinals that stops by to say hello so often. And I meant to finish my thought earlier, but because Chips and I have actually started the Cornell Bird Academy course, you guys are going to start hearing about some exotic birds soon, and I'm going to start saving pictures and information about birds that I actually haven't had a chance to see yet. So prepare your feathers for some pretty exotic birds coming up in the next few days, because I'm kind of in love with mannequin and bird of paradise birds. So just a heads up. All right. I know the chat is just eggs. It's fun. I love it. A nice egg scramble. All right. How you doing today, Tiffany? Why, is there something I can help you with, Bun Bun? Relax and make yourself at home, Bun Bun. The more, the merrier. To a point, of course. All right. What do you think she's doing with Sheldon? Cool, Splash. You up for a little 3-on-3 basketball? Librarian, I think you're right. I think that we've now entered like the sports arc that is the required. I feel like you have to do a sports arc for any anime and any manga ever, and sometimes some games. Like you have to pay your dues somehow and have a sports arc and a school festival. And I think we're entering the sports arc. Oh, and Ren! You saw a Hollywood finch around? You're flying around your work the other day? You would have never known what it was except you were talking about them before. Ren, you just made me so freaking happy. And I will say, we are going to start continuing to talk about more exotic burbs as I learn about them. And yes, I say burbs. It's a family thing we do. Like Framin. I'm going to screenshot that to put in my Joy Journal. Oh, yeah. If you guys ever see like a bird of paradise or those exotic birds, I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna just be like ecstatically tickled. The Islanders want a sports team. Next is the beach day arc. Librarian. We'll have to give all of the Islanders swimsuits. That would be so fun. It would be really cute to do Mario Kart. Oh my gosh. If we had a sports team on Wildberry, what do you think it would be called? The Rutabagas was already the name of our song group. Oh, hey, Mimi! I'm gonna be listening to your stream. You have things to do, so you can't watch. Oh, thank you! Oh, don't worry about it, Mimi. We'll check on the gifts in just a second. Just chill and have what's going on in the background. Wildberry, the wonderful world of plant boys. I love it. We should start practicing. All right, who's got a ball, Splash? All right, we might have to make a little sports area for everybody because they're really feeling sporty lately. Tiffany, I do have a safe to give you. Let's talk to her a couple more times. So, you're surprised to see a billiard table in my home, are you? It's true. Okay, now she's talking about doing sports with a billiard table. I enjoy perspiring almost as much as I enjoy wearing sneakers with a ball gown. Still, I do work out on occasion as part of my beauty routine. Fitness is the key to fabulousness, I say. Everybody is feeling sporty today, so for the song that we picked from KK, I hope you guys can help me figure out, like, the sports festival song. All right, Tiffany, let's go ahead and give her the safe. Just to tell her to, like, keep things safe on the island. Oh, we need to go back and give Octavian a telescope to celebrate, like, launching that rocket day. All right, where did I put the safe? Sofa safe. All right, there we go. Could it be? Is this really a safe? How splendid. I've been wanting something just like this. Thank you, Siri. I'm so glad, Tiffany, our thief, that you've been wanting a safe to hide somewhere. How can I thank you? Why don't you take this fishing vest, okay? Is that actually evidence that she's been poaching the fish out of the waters? As we suspect? Is that what this is, Tiffany? Okay, if she gave me a jester's hat, I would laugh so hard. All right, there we go. The sporty spoons. Wildberry Wildcats. K-Frey, I love it. The Wildberry Wildcats. The Wildberry butterflies. Oh, I love it. Sting like a bee, move like a butterfly, right? Except I think it would just be move like a butterfly. I would love if she gave me a jester's cap. That would have been really funny. That's happened before. All right, so now we've taken care of that, and she gave me a fishing vest. Let's see what this looks like real quick. Just curious. Just curious. Heckin', our villagers keep us on our toes, guys. All right, that's pretty cute. And Sheldon gave her the fishing vest, but it wasn't to her taste. She regifted it. Yes, Presty, I think that that's probably what happened, because Sheldon loves fishing too. All right, so let's go see Octavian and give him back the telescope, so that hopefully, even though he's sick, he'll have something to do. The Wildberry Wilderbeest. The Wildberry Buttercups. What a team, Wildcats. Get your head in the game. I love it, you guys. You guys come up with such creative ideas. Octavian? Splash, am I imagining things or do you really like it here? Just realized we'll hear from the Happy Home Academy tomorrow. Yes. Alright, anything else, Octavian? I want to get to know the folks here on the island better, and I reckon you're a good one to start with. So, can I ask you something? Let's see now. Is there something you reckon you'd be really good at doing, Splash? Fixing things, swimming, performing magic, something else. Don't really have one. Something else. Bird watching. All right, we're gonna say bird watching. There we go. I always love it when they ask me things like this, because then when you guys talk to my villagers, they will tell you I'm pretty good at bird watching. Hold up, did I hear you right? Bird watching? That's right. Bird watching, huh? If that's what you're good at doing, maybe I should learn about it. It just occurred to me, I told my Animal Crossing villager I'm good at bird watching. Are they gonna interpret that as spying on Cranston? Are they going to read that as she stares in Cranston's window with a pair of binoculars? That might make them a little uncomfortable. Whoops. You're watching Cranston, my son. Oh, here you go, Octavian. Huh. Probably needed to think that one through a little more. Are you kidding me? A telescope? I owe you one. Been looking for something like this for a while. Next time I spiff up my place, this will come in handy. Oh, and he's gonna go ahead and just hand us some cash money. I always feel like he's the grandpa, like giving you 20 when he gives you the bells. Oh, hey, British Lemur. Holy cow, British Lemur. Oh, my word. I hope you're doing okay. Holy cow. Yeah, we're going to look after Old Man Balloonhead. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I hope that... And thank you. I'm so glad our streams have been such a great distraction in keeping your spirits up. I hope that's the case for all of you guys, too. And actually, streaming with you guys has really kept my spirits up as well. Thank you for being here, you guys. You know, making our own little corner of Wildberry a wonderful community. Yeah, and I hope you're okay, British Lemur. And Tora, good night, good night. Sorry that our stream is so late for you guys in the UK. When I tried, I actually went to start streaming early at 3 to make it a little easier for those of you in the UK. And my internet was like, And it turns out it was like, because of the space launch. Everybody wanted to watch the space launch. And when I realized what was going on, I wanted to watch the space launch. Oh, June! We have her lost bag. Look, is she looking for her little bag? That is precious. She's like checking under all of the bushes for her little bag, you guys. June, I found it. Nice to see you again, Novel. How did you know I lost something? Well, Tiffany apparently had the tabs on you. I was desperately trying to find this. It had something important inside. I didn't think I'd see this again. I feel like I owe you big time. Watch it be a baseball shirt. June! Some farmer overalls for our farming, you guys. Do you love how the roleplay of Wildberry always comes full circle every stream? Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. Hey, P-Line, so good to see you. Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. Let's see what they look like. We might wear these instead. All right, you know what, guys? June's calling us out. She knows we have a to-do list. She knows I haven't moved a single, but gently calling us out. She just heard our plans, included, you know, doing a little farming, and I haven't farmed at all. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna change our cute little outfit so that we have our farming outfit ready. Hey, Cookie! So yeah, June knows it's farming day, hashtag. Oh, checkmate! All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna come over here and we're actually gonna edit this. Okay, and we're gonna wear June's little farming outfit for a hot minute. All right, let me go ahead and grab this. There we go. I have to change out of the wand outfit. And then we're gonna move some flowers because we haven't moved a single flower in an hour and we're supposed to be doing farming today. And we're gonna need to do some farming to take care of our boy Cranston. I love this outfit. It's a precious, absolutely adorable, so cute, but it's not much, but it's honest work. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, and before we leave, let me put a few things in storage. All right, let's tuck these in storage. And all of our... There we go. And then we're gonna go do some farming down by Cranston's place. And visit with the villagers, because they are just being ridiculously adorable today. I love it. Storage. The pretty Cosmos Reef. Oh my gosh, the Viking top we're going to save. That's from Pierce. Oh, we need to put the shell stool out because we have another one of the beautiful seashell turtles that has landed on our beach. I'm gonna save this green mum. Cute sofa, softwood. We can sell the soccer shorts. Let's see. Throwback hat needs to go to Smaggle. And then what the heck is this? Tailored. Oh, the tailored jacket. Who gave me that? One of the villagers gave it to me, so I think I might give it to a villager. All right, let's put the hammock away. All right. And I can put this away. And we might give the fishing vest away today too. We'll have to see. Have a lot of gifts. And I need to put the telescope outside of Octavian's house. I want to look at the cute sofa. We might give the Imperial Low table to Julian, actually, and see how Prince Julian's doing. And everything else, I think we are good. Okay, there we go. Thank you, guys. Oh, Panda, thank you very much for the tea time. I'll have another sip of tea. I know, Ivish. It's so cute to be able to wear our little farming overalls. I know a lot of you guys have been sending things in the mail, but give me just a chance. Mail Mondays are usually the days I check most of the mail. But if we have a little time today, I will try to do... no! I'll try to poke our mail, because we definitely fall behind pretty quickly, because you guys are amazing. Alright, and then let's register the slingshot. Alright, and let's do some farming! And I actually know that we can dig up these, like, low-tier flowers. Like these red hyacinths. They're very pretty, but they're not what we're trying to grow here. We're trying to grow some nice rare hyacinth hybrids in this area, you see? And I mean, they're very lovely, and I'm sure they'll go on to have a good home somewhere else, but it's not gonna be right here. All right, let's dig those up. Those are just immediate things that I know we can rehome. And let's catch that diving beetle. Whoops, no, I want to catch the diving beetle. Come here, no, come back, cutie thing. Come back into my waiting arms. All right, gotcha. Oh, lasagna! Oh, thank you. You made a red carpet for Julian too. That is so cool. Oh, and animal lovers, Wildberry Wilderness Wanderers. Ooh, that'd be such a cool name to call just like a fun group of tourists that we could have here. But all right, friends, we're gonna go ahead and start doing a little bit of some earnest farm work over here by Cranston's place. Some of the first things that we need to do is actually irrigate the fields a little bit with a spot of terraforming here and there. We're going to expand Cranston's fields just a little bit, one tile more out, I think. And we're going to change the shape of the river. That's actually something I've been meaning to do for a long time. So it's time. We will stop burning the to-do list and we will start building our farm. Pretty excited. All right. Ah, a little bit of tea. Oh, Kakura, thank you. Holy cow. Thank you so much. Oh, Kakura, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for the biddies and supporting our stream. That really helps to make even more of them possible, as long as my internet plays along. There we go. All right, let's do this, guys. We're giving Cranston his farm. He's gonna be so surprised when he comes out. I think he's gonna blame it on the bugs. He's gonna be like, hey, Rutabaga, you won't believe what the bugs in my house have been doing. They built a giant river. Whoops. Nope, none of that, please. There we go. All right, let's run to the other side. It is just stunning to me how easy it is to just completely change the islands. I mean, can you believe this? Just a couple little wiggles, and the next thing you know, here, let's actually, that's kind of fun. I kind of like that. Like it has a little waterway leading into his house that might give him some fresh water. Chips and I watched a whole documentary about like a Japanese village where they have a intricate canal system with living carp fish that they keep in each house. And the way that this like few hundred years old village works is that the canal system would bring water inside of each house in like this courtyard basement area that they had. And they would store their food inside of the water, basically in jars where it would keep it really cold. And whenever they needed to clean their dishes and things, they would put their dishes and dirty things into this pond in their house with this fresh water coming in and out from the canals that they routed into every house. They would have koi fish, or excuse me, carp. And so they would keep wild fish, like carp, as pets and food and cleaning instruments, because they would put the dirty food and the dirty dishes into the water, and the fish would pick it 100% clean. And, well, clean, if you're not counting, you know, microorganisms and things like that. And then they would pull it back out of the water to use. And I thought that was really amazing. So I'm gonna pretend Cranston's house is using some of those traditions of creating a way to use the running water to take care of all of his little bugs. Oh, the Catalia, Kay, you saw that too? It's a really, really cool, really amazing documentary. Sir David Attenborough narrates it as well, which you guys know how I feel about Sir David Attenborough. Oh, and thank you, Wolf. I'm glad you enjoy our adventures. All right, we're gonna leave this spot. Yeah, we'll leave this spot as the spot where we can jump across. And I'm gonna leave this spot open so we can do some gardening or some farming right next to Cranston's house. Fishing next to Cranston's house. Sorry about that. All right, so now that that's done, I actually want to try maybe putting some dirt under his front door, because I think he'd love that. Hang on one second. Just a little bit as a treat. And we're actually making some progress. Oh, I'm happy. All right, put that away. And then I think next we're going to remove some of the bushes and some of the trees for now. And we're gonna try to organize our flowers so that we figure out what flowers we want down here. Cranston's going to be our village gardener for Wildberry, and he's going to help us by taking care of all of the bugs who will take care of our gardens. So what I want to do is make it so that we have a path. You come out into our island and you have a path to the right that will guide you through a variety of flower areas where we'll have a whole bunch of the different types of flowers growing. And what I really want is for in those flower areas there to be like some spots where we can show off pretty bugs. And that will be Cranston's work, where he will be showing off the pretty bugs and showing off what they can grow and what they can do. So I think we're gonna like completely revamp this whole zone, and we'll choose which flower patches we want, and we'll try centering them around different cool bugs, because that's what our boy Cranston would do. And then we're also going to have a spot right down here. How close can we get to his house? Okay. We're gonna have a spot right down here that's going to be his own personal ant farm, where we will drop rotten turnips and we will make him his own personal ant farm. All right, let's pick this up. All right, let me catch up. And then science! I could make some irrigation canals using thin strips of water crosswise between the flowers. And we could organize the flowers by color or type to make it look somewhat neat. Yes, and I think it'll still look a little chaotic because it's me. But I think having just like little clumps of flowers of different colors will really help us. And one of my big goals is to actually make a big yellow mum like field somewhere on our island, because one of my favorite things to actually do is give people mum cushions. I love the mum cushions, and if I had to have any gift for Wildberry that I could give to people like over and over again anytime they visit, I actually want it to be a mum cushion. I was trying to zoom in because I mean, look at those, they're just so freaking cute. So that's gonna be my goal. Little bug eye! My favorite thing about you is the amount of things I learn from you. Let's see, unlike other content creators who just spew out mindless things that most people can't relate to, constantly teaching me about something new every single day through your wildlife photos on stream or new things on Discord. Oh, thank you! Or things that you just explained like that documentary. It has opened my eyes to a lot. My mom has always had bird feeders in our backyard since when I was little, and I would enjoy watching, but now I want to get familiar with them. Oh, little bug eye, thank you! I'm so glad, you guys. You know, that's my secret to being happy. There's still struggles in my life, and there are still uncertain things, and there are still definitely times when I am very scared and wish that the world was a better place. But I still am able to cultivate joy every day. Secret number 1 is having my joy journal. And secret number 2 is I really truly feel very deeply. Secret number 2 is trying to learn new things and staying curious and finding wonder and awe everywhere. That's why I love the natural world. I mean, come on. I just learned about a bird today in our Cornell bird course that actually pushes its wings together. It's called a clubwing manakin. And I learned about a bird that pushes its wings together and it beats its wings together 170 cycles per second to make a sound with its wings to attract females. No other bird species in the whole world has transformed its wings into a musical instrument, and hummingbirds only move their wings 70 beats per second. This bird is moving their wings 170 beats per second. So it has muscles that can move 170 times per second. We humans cannot even begin to imagine that. I can't even blink that fast. I can't even blink like more than once a second. So like imagine blinking 170 times in a second. That's how fast that bird can move to push its wings together to make a sound to call females. And when I think about how amazing that is and how just fascinating the world is, it really helps me to find a lot of balance and stay pretty calm. Phooey, and you can't really mix the dirt paths. Got it. Oh, Annie! Who's here? Who's here? I'm so excited for you. And Maggie, congratulations on getting Diana's photo. Yesterday we got Puddle's photo. Actually, I wanted to ask you guys, now that we have Puddle's photo, how many of you feel that Puddles might be thinking about moving from Wildberry to pursue her dreams of becoming a pop star and maybe using a little bit of that frog magic that she might have learned from our frog prince to do so? All right. Oh, there's Wings of Life, little bug eye. I haven't seen that. I definitely need to. I wish. Oh, Catalina, I'm so sad to hear about your migraines, but gosh, you know, I've never seen any of the Nat Geo stuff because we don't have cable. But I love a good documentary. I would love to have a good documentary night on our Discord. I've been thinking about that a lot. Like sharing some cool documentaries, like maybe once a month with the Discord live feature. Inkwell, aw, you keep your villager photos on the walls in the basement. That's so cool. Oh, thank you so much. There's a lot of Nat Geo on Disney Plus. Some of my family has Disney Plus. I'll have to ask if I can check it out sometime. And the theoretical time when I have time. I'm sure there's a universe where that exists. And yes, British Lemur, I saw that you can customize the photo frames. I'm excited to see how many more villager pictures we can get, because I feel like everyone comes with a story. I feel like Puddles might be teaming up with like frog magic for some reason. All right. Heck, now that we're moving the trees so that we can actually, here, we're gonna move the bushes too. It's Tiffany's letter! You guys, we just found Tiffany's letter for the day. I completely forgot we were supposed to be searching the shores for the message in the bottle. This is a forged letter from Red and Kitty to Tiffany to tell her what she's supposed to be doing on Wildberry for the thieving crew. Okay, let's go ahead and open it. You guys ready? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Yo, future DIY lover. I was figuring out what kind of protein shake I wanted for lunch when I had this awesome DIY idea. I got super psyched about it, and I had to share it with someone. Now get those arms building. Muscular craftsman Frobert. Who's Frobert? Who are they pretending to be this time? I don't know a Frobert. It sounds like... Frobert's a frog! He's really cute! I like him. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's look at whose identity they have stolen for this forgery today. Just real quick. So this is Frobert. This is whose identity they have stolen to still like to write this letter as a forgery. And to learn a little bit about Frobert, poor guy. His saying is always aim high. I don't want to see any lily-livered jumping. Always aim high. His birthday is February 8th. He is the youngest of two. His best skill is eating quickly. His goal is to become an artist, and his fear is of ghost masks. Okay, Frobert. Thank you. Oh, and little thank you so much. I am so glad. Oh yeah, I love animals, and I'm so glad. Oh, you got a burb feeder recently. Oh my gosh, I would be tickled to maybe one day have a day where like you guys could show off pictures of the burbs around you. That's so cool. Oh my goodness, Kate, congratulations on the baby goat. All right, let's see what the forgery is today from Red and Kitty. So get those arms building. That's telling me that they want Tiffany to go ahead and build something. But what? A wild log bench. I think that the only way I could interpret this with our little role play today is that perhaps they want Tiffany to start harvesting more of the wildlife of Wildberry. So we're going to have to keep a close eye and make sure that she is not threatening any of the wildlife. They want a secret lab! Oh my goodness. And Peeleen, thank you so much for the tea time. Oh, I love peach tea. I really love peach tea. I finally got more boxes of it. For a little bit there, I couldn't find my Celestial Seasonings peach tea anywhere, and I was a bit sad, not gonna lie. And actually, what do you guys think about lining up the bushes right down here next to the bottom of the farm? Because I think that could look really good. Just like putting a bunch of bushes along here. Ooh, and there are hibiscus bushes. We can kind of mix them up with maybe some azalea bushes too. I can go get some azalea bush starts. And maybe just like have them at the bottom over here to sort of block off. Yes, I kind of love that idea. Here we go. And then I'll go get a couple azalea bushes that we can put down here. And they can kind of block off the edges. This is going to be Cranston's actual little farm. Just FYI. For where he's going to keep his ants. Oh, I love it! We're actually building Cranston's farm! And then let's see. I don't know if this is just a British thing, but growing up we would hold buttercups under each other's chins. And if our chin glowed yellow, it meant we like butter. That's so cute! Oh, I don't think we have the same species of buttercup, but I would love to see those buttercups sometime. And Annie, maybe it's telling her to go after Sheldon. Maybe it is telling Tiffany. Maybe the role play from the DIY today was actually them saying that they should investigate the junior park ranger Sheldon, because he does live in the woods. Oh, we're gonna have to keep Sheldon safe, guys. All right, let's pick up these. I'm gonna pick up a whole bunch of the decorative things that we have out so that we can start clearing away more of the area. It's time to say goodbye to our special little bug spot over here too. Because I think we need to just like clear everything out so we can organize the flowers first. Oh, this has been a good spot. Claps for the good spot. Like our very first special little build. It wasn't a ton, but you know what? It was sincerely built from the bottom of my heart, and I'm really proud of it. So thank you very much, little bug spot, for existing. Oh, all right. Let's start tidying up. This will become a beautiful garden soon. Oh, it's snooze o'clock. My sister's birthday tomorrow. Hope Cranston's bugs make a fabulous farm. Oh, thank you, Lasagna. Rest well, rest well. I hope your sister has a wonderful birthday tomorrow too. Oh, my pockets are full. All right, what to do with these trees? I think we're going to sell most of the trees, but I'm going to put an orange tree maybe down here. I'll move an orange tree down to the bottom. Okay, that's actually really nice. And then we can actually leave this open so we can sneak back here. I like it. We're doing some real building today, guys. The heck? I am very tickled. All right, let's see what else I can pick up real quick. Not you, little friend, but we'll pick up that. And then mum cushions, planters, shell stools. Let's put the shell stool down at the beach, and we'll have another shell turtle go ahead and make their presence known. So we'll have a new wild shell turtle in just a second, guys. All right. And we can give it eggs! Oh my gosh, okay. I totally forgot we downloaded this. But let's go ahead and we'll put the shell turtle first. So we're gonna have a mama shell turtle in just a second. All right, seashell turtle on the ground. There we go. Then we're gonna come on over. We have a shell stool that someone made for us, which means a brand new mama shell turtle. And right behind her, we're going to place the turtle eggs. Okay, a little too far back. Little closer, a little closer. All right, right over here. And right here. The turtle eggs! Oh my gosh, I love that. that? Isn't that fantastic? Oh, I love the way we can make Wildberry look so wild. This is so fun. Oh. Oh, music, that's so cool. So when you were in Michigan, if you rubbed dandelions in your hands and your hands turned yellow, that meant you liked butter. That's freaking adorable. I love that. Okay, thank you. I haven't been, Kate, but I do plan to return to those adventures sometime soon. All right, I'm very happy with our little shell turtle having laid eggs. We'll have to show that off later. And we'll have to give her some seaweed and do some like beach cleanups at some point in the future when we're not busy with this particular project. Oh, Coley, we want to go talk to Julian. Yes, we should go talk to Julian in just a minute. Let me see. Do I have anything? Oh, actually, hang on just a second. Haha! We're starting to add plants to Cranston's garden. All right, let me drop some of the mum cushions down here actually, because I think they would make good decorations. And we can say these are things that are going to go in his garden. Until we have more rotten turnips, because I only have one rotten turnip, then just putting down some of the plants will actually be a good way to kind of fill in this space. All right, let's go ahead and place this item. There we go. Plus, I don't think Cranston would actually have a very tidy garden. I'm going to be honest. I think it would be a little bit of this, a little bit of that, kind of mixed around. All right, let's see. And then I might put the floating biotropic planter. How about over here? I think that would be really good next to his little canal. And then anything else? Ooh, oh, maybe the diving beetle. Of course, let's put the diving beetle over here. Wait, I think the diving beetle's in a weird container. Actually, that suits Cranston's house perfectly, doesn't it? Having the diving beetle in a bucket next to his house. I actually love that a lot. Chili Dog, thank you very much for the tea time. Smaggle, that's such a good idea. Let's go get some weeds and put them in the garden. Yes, and some picked pansies that we could put in there. I love that. Oh, Ivish, sleep well, sleep well. I'm so glad that you were able to join us today. Oh my gosh, we need to absolutely go get some weeds. I have another floating biotropic planter. Of course I do. All right, let's put the other one over here too. All right, there we go. We'll make like a little pile over there for Cranston. Yeah, such a Cranston thing. This is not final. This is just kind of like moving items around while we figure it out. But let's go get some weeds. I really want to pick some weeds like right now from elsewhere on the island and just put them on his spot. So I think we have some weeds over here. Oh, I'm gonna have to dig this. In fact, let's dig this up before I forget and plant another bell tree. Let's plant the bell tree over by Cranston's house today so that it can go ahead and grow and prove to everyone that he is a good gardener. I love that idea. How much money should we give Cranston? 10,000 always is guaranteed if you plant 10,000, but let's actually do a poll really quickly. And I'm gonna get more hot water going for my tea. But how much should Cranston plant? Because Cranston has heard that you can plant money to grow, you know, a money tree. That makes sense to him. A bug in his floor whispered the instructions to him. So how much do you think we should go ahead and plant for him? 10,000 bells. We're gonna live on the edge here. Let's do. I'm gonna give you guys some just random numbers, and we'll say these are the numbers the bugs told him that he should definitely plant inside of. There we go. Let's do. How much do I have? Okay. We're gonna live on the edge, friends. I'm gonna close my eyes with this one, so I don't know how many bells. Okay, I'm gonna make that an even number, and then we're gonna go. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab some more tea really quickly, and you guys are going to decide on Cranston's very first all on his own gardening project where he can totally do this by himself. How many bells should he put in the ground? Because of course, you know, money grows on trees. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna go grab some water. Oh no, I can't click the buttons. Oh my gosh, you guys. With animal lovers contributing 330 channel points. You guys want Cranston to plant 75,000 bells. All right. We're going to be broke. There's a chance we could actually get all of those bells back. And there's a chance that we'll only get 30,000 bells back. Let's go ahead and we are going to try this out. Let's do this. 75,000 bells. We're broke now. We've got all of our money drained. That's fine. And Cranston is now going to plant his very first money tree. That's the most expensive money tree we have ever planted. All right, we're gonna go put this down, this tiny itty bitty little nursery money tree in his farm. I love this. I absolutely love this. I love you people. We'll be broke, but it's all for you, Cranston. Right, Miss Rose? I love you people so much. Oh my gosh. All right, we're doing this. We're doing this. Let's go find some weeds. I know there's a ton of weeds up here. And we'll grab some of them. Also, there's a whole bunch of just common flowers I need to go ahead and clear away. Got a little farming to do here, a little farming to do there. It's not much, but it's honest work. All right, and we'll pick some of these weeds. I love it. I love it. All right, you see, we had plenty of weeds over here we can go ahead and pick. All right, we're gonna clear some of these away. There we go. You guys, you're just amazing. All right, not all of them, because I like to have a few decorative weeds out and about. But at least some of them, just to get us started. Animal lover, I bet he'll buy snacks. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And thank you, Dead Dandelion. The sloth wishes me luck. I wish you luck too, sloth. I love sloths. Did you guys know, in the series of random trivia that I keep rolling around in my head up here, that sloths actually have a very special type of algae that grows on their back and nowhere else in the world. It's passed from mama sloth to baby sloth. The green algae that you see growing on them is a unique species that has co-evolved with the sloth, not intentionally, but over the millennia, the algae on the sloth's back, which it eats quite a bit of that, actually has started to contain nutrients the sloth needs. It's just a marvel of evolution. So the algae it's carrying around is kind of like growing its own vitamin pack. And it's gotten to the point where sloths have evolved less means of producing those vitamins in their milk for their babies, because their babies will actually get those nutrients from the algae instead. So the mother sloth doesn't bother producing as many of those nutrients anymore, because it's assumed that the baby will be able to like eat the algae from her back and end up starting cultivating algae on its own back and eating that and getting those vitamins and nutrients from the algae it's growing on itself, which is a totally different species. It's amazing. It's really complicated. It's one of the most complicated examples of like just coevolution I've ever seen. All right. And then let me wiggle in here. And you know what? Right smack dab, right in the middle of his farm. Like, his farm doesn't have a middle. But you know what? Right over in this one. This is where we're going to plant his nursery tree. His itty bitty little teeny tiny, he's going to grow it himself, nursery money tree. It's so cute. It's so cute. Oh, Collie, you learn more from me every video. I'm so glad. Lulu Feather, you're so right. That sounds like what Cranston's crumbs are trying to do. When he's always saying he just eats the crumbs off of his clothes, he's trying to be a sloth. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Oh, and yes, Sid could have fed himself in Ice Age, a little bit at least, with the algae growing on his back. And fun fact, there's also a species of moth that has co-evolved with the kind of like alongside with the algae and with the sloth. And there is a species of moth that only exists on that sloth's fur. They live in the fur of certain populations of sloths in South America, and that's the only place in the whole world where they live. So if you take a sloth out of that environment and you raise them so they have no algae, they will have none of those moths. You get rid of the sloths and you don't have those moths anymore. And those moths have actually become an important nutrient part for the sloth as well. So they're literally like growing their own hybrid environment for bugs on their back, that then they eat the bugs, they farm the bugs on themselves, and they also eat the things the bugs eat, the algae. They kind of are like mini traveling little farms for themselves, which helps when you don't move fast, now that I think about it. Woo! But all right, so there's our little talk there. Didn't expect to talk about sleuths, but I love sleuths. And I mean, I learn a lot of these facts, you guys, when I write our field notes at the end of every video we do on YouTube, more or less. Sometimes I don't do them because I think like the video's a little bit more serious or silly or just a quick one. But when I write those field notes, I spend more time looking up information and science news about those field notes than I actually do like recording the video sometimes. And I end up learning really amazing things to share with you guys. So you never stop learning, and it keeps your life full of vibrancy and happiness. All right, we're gonna plant a few more of these weeds because Cranston's little farm doesn't have a lot in it yet. We'll remove the weeds when he has more things. This looks like, let's drop some sticks. Guys, let's actually drop some sticks to make it look like the beginning of a Stardew Valley farm. Let's get some pebbles. Let's get some pebbles and drop some pebbles and make it look like the beginning of like a little Stardew Valley farm. Oh my gosh, I've got to do this. Where are some pebbles? There are not enough room for pebbles here. Okay, let's move some of these things. Hello, beautiful, beautiful blue pansies. Oh. Really, Lindsay, you have a sloth tattoo? That is so cool. Heckin'. Oh, Millie, that's a good question. I wonder if Leaf actually does. That was my only effing chat for my rock. That was a special rock. It's been with us since the beginning. My rock. What am I gonna do? Is they gonna respawn? You guys, will I get more rocks? Paige, they respawn? But I liked it there. Hi, Unity. My rock. I liked it where it was. That's like a humbling mistake to make. I don't even have words. My rock. Thank you guys. So they respawn, but it's random. Thank you, Smaggle. That's what I thought. My sister has moved all of her rocks into a rock garden, which is definitely dedicated effort. So I guess tomorrow we're going rock hunting, guys. Oh, there it is. It's a gift to Cranston's garden. Heck, that is so cool. Oh my goodness. I know. Oh my gosh, right? Collie, I love that. I can't believe we just like lost my rock. That was a good rock. I'm a little upset about that. Not gonna lie. There we go. We need some more branches. I'm gonna drop some branches around and make this look like a little Stardew Valley starter farm. And I think I'm even gonna move the mum cushions out, and we're gonna replace the mum cushions with some other things once I can get them in here. And just kind of center everything on the money tree growing up. Oh, hey, Unikitty, welcome. I'm so glad you found us. I love seeing the goose emote. Oh, you're right, Pudding. It's gonna be fun to see where that rock respawns. That's true. All right, you know what, guys? Since we are respawning rocks, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never liked where this one is. Should we break this rock today too? Just because today is the day of rock breaking. And actually, you know what? I've never liked where this rock is. The one that's like right back here, because I can never get to it. Should we just crack both those rocks open as well? And just throw ourselves in? Like in for a penny, in for a pound? Rock in peace? Paint? Oh my gosh, I love that. But only one respawns per day, so be aware of that. Okay, so if we do that, will they respawn one tomorrow, one the next day, and one the next day? Because I'm kind of curious. So it'll take 3 days for them all to respond. Thank you, Pudding! Okay, I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. All right, I'm gonna break those rocks. Because you know what? I've low-key wanted to do it for a while. And you know what? Rah! Why not? In 1 second, I'm gonna pour my tea. Minding my own business, trying to get a pebble. What do? I don't know my own strength. Huh. Thank you, Mason. For roleplay purposes, you could say Cranston's grandmother sent him the money, and he sent her a letter saying, "Grandma, I spent the money you lent me and buried it for a money tree so I can buy more snacks for my bug friends." You know what, guys? I love that idea. Evie, I love that idea. Cranston got the 75,000 bells from his family, who are quite wealthy. They're a rich imperial crane family after all. And they sent him some you know, some allowance to make sure that he'll be doing all right. And of course, he's gonna write back to them and being like, "Good news, family! I buried the money you gave me to grow a money tree." And I can only imagine how they'd respond. That's an amazing idea. His grandma's gonna worry about that boy. Retta, it's so good to see you. Oh my goodness. I've been thinking about you so much. All right, and let's see what the Winds Above Wildberry also have offered up to my boy Cranston. In just a second, I need to we'll put the blue pansy over here just for a second. I have so much stuff all of a sudden. There we go. All right, so the Winds Above Wildberry have an offering for Cranston's little farm that he's starting. And it's money! That's very fitting. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and plant this azalea bush down here. There we go. I really like what we're starting to get going over here, guys. This is fantastic. All right, and then let's see, what do I need to do next? I'm gonna tidy up a little bit more. And we already have a ton of the butterflies stored. Let's go to Tommy and Timmy's and sell some of these like low quality, or excuse me, some of those common quality. Low indicates that it's not a precious flower, and it is. But we're gonna sell some of these common quality flowers. And I do want to visit, I know that somebody redeemed Julian, but he's not getting off of listening to KK. So we won't be able to talk to Julian just yet. To give him one of the gifts we have for him. Yes, we can save that money for another tree. Mama Sky! Do you want to do some ironing, Mama Sky? You guys, it's Mama Sky! Yay! What'd she think about the iron? I could liven up my home decor with an ironing set. Of course she would want to do laundry. In my headcanon, Mama Sky is always doing Cranston's laundry for him. I think she doesn't mean to like mother him, but I really think Sky could only take so many crumbs and stains on his clothes before she just is like, give them to me. Speaking of which, we need to go get Cranston's laundry before we like go ahead and we take care of the flowers around his place. He needs at least a couple spots for his laundry baskets. Aww. All right, so we're gonna wait just a second and see what else Sky looks at inside of here, because I absolutely want to give her something. I need that clay, not the pink hyacinth. Thank you very much. Tiny library. I can make more mum cushions, but I don't want to because I love the mum cushions. All right, sell these. I have a lot of mum cushions though. I think we're okay. I'll sell the clay for now. All right, thank you boys, thank you. Not much, but it's honest work. And then Sky, how you doing? I could liven up my home decor with a stand mixer. I really like the look of this. I think she wants the stand mixer actually, you guys. They're both perfect for her. Which should we buy her, do you guys think? Oh yeah, Coley, we can change it to Sheldon. I'll be happy to go check on Sheldon. And actually, we'll give Sheldon one of the mesh caps that we got, because why not? Or actually, we'll give Sheldon one of the rare bugs so we can teach him more about the bugs that he's supposed to be keeping an eye on as a young park ranger. Also, some of these bugs sell for a lot, so hopefully that'll push him to give us, you know, his picture. All right, why not both? All right, the mixer. I'm gonna go with iron pole. Okay, hang on, guys. Wait. Are we gonna have... We gotta wait. We have to see if she's interested. Oh, back. All right, what do you think about this one, Sky? I've been keeping my eye on a spinning wheel. If I don't go for this now, I might regret it later. I think I could use this. Oh, you guys, she loves everything here. Okay, little poll, just a small poll. Which gift for perfect Mama Sky, who takes care of so much of the island? Should it be the ironing set? Should it be the mixer for tasty noms? Or should it be the spinning wheel, Sleeping Beauty? There we go. The only thing I can think of the spinning wheel is like, just don't prick yourself, Mama Sky. Imagine her, I would cast her as Sleeping Beauty. Like if we did like a fairy tale month and had to pick a fairy tale for each of our villagers to be in, I would have her be like Sleeping Beauty. Maybe. I also see her as being in charge of like Snow White and being in charge of all of the dwarves. But I also don't want to make her do all the work. But at the same time, she might make a good Belle because she loves library stuff for Beauty and the Beast. Oh man, it's really hard to pick. And at the same time, she'd be really cute in like a Red Riding Hood sort of scenario. Oh. All right, or Snow White, right? Okay, oh, I think it's gonna be the spinning wheel. All of you guys love the idea of giving her the spinning wheel, so let's do it. All right, boys, this isn't gonna be more than 8,000 bells, right? Oh, it's really cheap. It's 970 bells. Let's do it. Maybe we'll give Sky like a new hobby. All right, and thank you, Music Wolf, for contributing the most channel points. And 79% of you say that giving her the spinning wheel is the thing to do. Yeah, she would enjoy sewing clothes for the other villagers. You're right, Chili Dog. And she is just the perfect Disney princess. All right, gently, gently. We're gonna get her attention. Excuse me, Sky, excuse me. Well, hey there, Butterbean. Out shopping too, Novel? When I was little, I thought it'd be fun to live inside a store like this. Now I wonder if I might not be spending too much time in here. Okay, this is going to be a random Siri fact that she just reminded me of. But how many of you are old enough to remember... Oh, hey! Apple pies! Welcome, welcome to the adventures! Fun fact, we're actually going to be having an apple pie related creature move onto our island in a little bit. Let me find my adorable Appleton! We're going to have a very cute Appleton. We need to move at least one Appleton in before the end of the day, friends. Under an apple tree. But seeing apple pie just reminded me of that. Let me show it off again. Boom! Appleton. It's happening. It's just too cute. I have to have it. But how many of you remember when Toys R Us used to exist, for one thing, and when Toys R Us used to have this TV show where kids could go into Toys R Us with a shopping cart, and they had like 5 minutes to run around the whole store, and anything they put in the shopping cart they got to keep. And I dreamed about that. I thought that that was the coolest thing ever. And every time we would go to Toys R Us, I would always study the aisles, and I would pay attention to where all of the things I wanted were. And I would imagine running from aisle to aisle with a shopping cart, and how I would do it, and how fast I could pull down the tags that were for like the electronics and the bikes. And that was like something I lived by. You guys remember that? Did any of you also just like come up with like strategies for how you would like do that? I loved it. Every single time we went to a Toys R Us for like the rest of the times I ever went, I would just daydream over and over and over again about how would I run through this place and get as many toys as possible. It's a big 90s mood, Redaroo, isn't it? I absolutely believe like that. And I don't remember what it's called, but that Nickelodeon show where the kids had to run through the jungle thing with the silver monkey pieces they had to put together. Those are like things I totally dreamed that I could participate in one day. I know, just take the entire shelf. Inkwell, did you come up with a plan too? That's how I would entertain myself at Toys R Us, is I would just like patrol the aisles and figure out how I would win that competition with as much cool stuff as possible. So Sky, that's what you just reminded me of. That's what I dreamed about for stores when I was a kid. Find anything good? Novel, I haven't had luck in here myself. Here, Sky, we can give you luck. Here, this is yours. Have some luck. All right, where is it? Where is it? Imperial low table, throwback hat, floating planter, grand piano, the spinning wheel. There we go. Are you sure you want to give me a spinning wheel? Oh, you guys, she loves it. Thank you so much. I've been hoping for something like this. All right, all right. All right, I'm glad you like it, Sky. She didn't have anything to give us, but that's okay. I stopped in here today because I had a feeling there might be a bargain waiting for me. I just need to find it. All right, carry on, Sky. I love you so much. All right, let me catch up. Yeah, The Legend of the Hidden Temple. Thank you, Smaggle. Thank you, Ren. Yeah, that was a fun show. It's very old now. Oh, yes, a branch I can put in Cranston's yard. Oh, and we can actually make some purple hyacinth lamps to put in Cranston's yard, too. All right, so one of the projects I want to do when we are trying to make this farm to share with Cranston is I want to have a couple places where the flowers are extremely prolific and we purposely harvest a ton of them. So any of the flowers that we need for the rare flower DIYs, I want to have big areas where we just have a ton of them. Purple hyacinths are one of them because you need the purple hyacinths in order to craft. You need the purple hyacinths. Okay, I'm gonna have to come down here. In order to craft the purple hyacinth lamp, Let me find it. Where are you, my beautiful, beautiful planty related things? Right down here. So out of all of the different items that we can create from flowers, my 3 favorites that I would love to give away to people as gifts most often are the hyacinth lamp, which we need purple hyacinths for, the rose bed, which we need red roses for, and the mum cushion, which we need the mums for. So I want to make a huge area just covered in mums, a huge area covered in purple hyacinths, and a huge area covered in red roses. And I think we can actually put the red roses up by Fairy Tale Pond. And I think I want to put the mums. I wonder if we can make like 2 sections where we've got some yellow mums, like a big patch of yellow mums that we can basically pick. Those are flowers we want to pick whenever they're ready to go, so that we always have a huge supply to give away to people as gifts. So I kind of want to put that near Cranston's house, like have a big patch of yellow mums right over here, and then maybe have a little wave, kind of like a wave, patch of purple hyacinths, and then we can put extras elsewhere. Oh, animal lovers! I love how you put glasses on our giraffe emote. That's so cute. Oh, and Maggie, hopefully there's not lag. Let me check real quick. We've had some interesting internet days. So that's kind of my big plan, guys, is I'm hoping we can just have like a ton of freaking flowers. Yeah, we're good on this side. A ton of freaking flowers everywhere. So that we can give them away as gifts. And Mason, you know, that's a good question. I feel like the red tulips would probably taste more like strawberries, personally. Oh, Bowling for Otters! Did you watch Supermarket Sweep too? It was kind of like the show for Toys R Us, but it wasn't a supermarket. And that was cool, but I always felt like, you know, the adults got really excited about canned goods. What is this? Now I get it. Now I get it. All right, but I think stage 1 of this big project is going to be moving all of these roses, the good majority of the roses, up to Fairy Tale Pond. So we're gonna move some roses. It's gonna be a prickly situation, but I think we can handle it. And before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up all of these things and move them into the house real quick, so that we don't accidentally lose anything. Miss Rose, did you watch Supermarket Sweep? I loved it too, but it didn't hold a candle to the Toys R Us bit. Oh, Maggie! Maggie, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Jer-Bear. Jer-Bear, welcome to the nest. Let me pull up a cool picture of a nice animal for you. What the heck is this? The pileated woodpecker! Of course! Of course! Okay, that's the pileated woodpecker in action. But Jer-Bear, today you are going to be that pileated woodpecker that I actually saw with Chips on our walk. I can't wait until it's not the weekend so we can go safely walk in our park again. But the very beautiful pileated woodpecker, somewhat of a dinosaur with wings that is about as long as my forearm here. Like, he's big. He's a huge bird. And it sounds like a dinosaur when it makes a call. I'm gonna have to find the call of the pileated woodpecker now. All right, pileated, let's do all about birds. Let me see if I can find the call of the pileated woodpecker, just to let you guys know what this dinosaur boy sounds like. That's him. Did you guys hear that? Let me try turning down the El Gato for just a second. Just for a moment. And this is from All About Birds from Cornell Lab about the pileated woodpecker. He does kind of sound like an excited monkey. And that's the pileated woodpecker. This is a really quiet one, actually. When you're actually with him, he sounds so much louder than that, and it echoes through the whole forest. It's so cool to see. But welcome, Jer-Bear. You are a very cool little pileated woodpecker today. I love him. That was a witch. Oh, bowling for otters, like a witch's cackle. It does kind of sound like that, doesn't it? All right, let's take down this. Oh, paint seagull! One of the woodpeckers that looks like that, but is smaller, is on my was on your walk earlier today. That's so fun! Oh, I wonder what species you have in your area. I'm so envious of those of you who live further out to the west because there's so many bird species I've not even seen yet that live out there. All right, let me send off a couple things of mail to Paint Seagull and to Smaggle, actually, so that I can not lose those things from my inventory. All right, let's wiggle in here. What a nice day. Heck, we've actually gotten good progress done on the farm so far. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen with our 75,000 bell tree. We're gonna have to see how that turns out, actually. All right, and let's see. All right, Ryan, I'm gonna go ahead and send the hat to you. Let's do this one. It's not gonna be too fancy because I know you're watching. So we're gonna go hat. All right. Throwback hat table. There you go. Do you like baseball? I wish I knew more about most sports. Oh, thank you, Carly Swirl. Holy moly. That was so sweet of you. You have such a nice personality and I love you so much. Heckin'. I've just really learned over the course of my life that being able to create a safe and happy space where other people can just feel positive. And you know, you hear the word positive tossed around a lot. Like, this is a positive space. And sometimes I'm like, what do you guys mean? And I think the best way to describe it is what we were talking about in our stream last night, where a lot of you guys were saying that I had a nice laugh. And then we realized that's what makes a positive space. If you're somewhere where people are laughing and kindness and that they can tell each other that you have, like, they have nice laughs, I feel like that's a good vibe for a positive space. Because I would love to actually know, like, how do you tell what a positive space is? And Paint Seagull, I want to make sure I get your name right. Are you Wesley? No. I'm trying to remember. Oh, hey, Maggie, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh, welcome to the nest. Welcome to the nest. Heckin', Maggie, you're being so sweet. Thank you. I love pulling all of our wonderful little burbs into the nest. And let me see. I need to get some fresh burb pics. And in Melanie, thank you. It's hard for me to keep all of the names straight sometimes. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to show off. I haven't shown this bird off yet. Oh, I'm going to get his name so wrong because it's been so long. Okay, this is really blown up, but you guys are going to need it to be blown up to be able to see him. This is a very, very rare species of owl. And that is who Music Wolf is going to be today. If any of you know this species of owl, like without me telling you, I'm going to be flabbergasted. Like absolutely flabbergasted. It is oh, thank you, Chilia Dog. I'm going to have some tea time. So this is a species of owl I've only seen 3 of, all in the space of 5 minutes for just those 5 minutes. They exist only in one place in the world. Well, one state in the world, I should say, of the United States. And they are an endemic species. And if you guys, it is not a barn owl. It is a very, very endangered and beautiful species. It's not a barn owl. It exists in only one state in the entire world. And it is Blather's island cousin. This, my friends, is a puo, a Hawaiian owl. I think, if I remember correctly, the only surviving species of native Hawaiian owl in the whole world. And we saw it when we were on that bird tour in Hawaii. And it only landed for 5 minutes with 2 others. This is the only picture that was clear enough to see what it was that I got. And it was so thrilling. Everybody on the birding tour with us was just ecstatic with joy to have been able to see them. And I absolutely love them. Yes, K-Frey, Hawaii does have some birds of prey. I guess, would you consider an albatross a bird of prey? Like, where do you draw the line? Is a robin a bird of prey? I'm sure that the worm would argue that the robin is a bird of prey. We've got some heckin' cool, oh, paint seagull. Yeah, we've got some really cool birds. Oh, I love it. Such a good burb. But yeah, this is one of those, like, it's blurry, it's hard to see. The actual size is really small. But to encourage that conversation about what makes a positive space, it's not about being perfect. It's about the fact that I had a great time, and this was just an amazing moment where I got to see a super rare species. Like, you can't even see him now. This is zoomed in at my max zoom on my 75x zoom camera. I have a whole bunch of pictures where I missed him because I was breathing because he was so far away. That tiny movement would like shift the camera too much. But it's not about being perfect. It's just about being able now, all these years later, for me to share that joy and excitement that I had with you guys. I love it. I need to go on more birding tours one day. And that's true. A lot of birds of prey would be raptors. But I mean, technically, isn't a robin a bird of prey? Oh, hey! I love Simpsons! Welcome, welcome! Because I feel like a raptor would be a bird of prey. All right, let's see. Melanie, Melanie. Need to find... I've got so many people in here. Heckin'. Are we not friends on the Switch yet? No, there you are. There you are. Found you. All right, there we go. All right. And then we're going to send you a little bit of music from Wildberry really quickly, Paint Seagull. Because Paint Seagull has actually sent us a grand piano that will match Julian even better for his outdoors. And we'll put it out in just a second if I can find it. Gosh, I wish there was like, I wanted like a heart emote or like a little music emote. So we're just going to do a bunch of exclamation points like I bashed on the piano. Oh. No! There we go. We bashed on the piano. All right. And let me see. Where's our grand piano? Right over here. All right. Let's send it off. There we go. All right. Good, good, good. Oh, wow. Really? So Liaridae is the Latin name for seagull. That is so cool. And then band roombat. I'm pretty sure birds of prey are split up into falcons, eagles, owls, vultures, and hawks. Ospreys and secretary birds are the exception. Thank you, band roombat. And it's so good to see you tonight. Oh, man. I love learning things like this. And I am being a little cheeky when I'm like, but wouldn't you call a robin a bird of prey? And thank you so much for the piano exchange. We just mailed each other a couple pianos in the mail. I'm actually going to see if I can get that piano out of the mail in just a second. Just to have a little bit of progress. And speaking of progress, all right, it's time to clear this little spot up. I'm very pleased with what we've done so far, guys. Let's see. No, Smaggle, what I did is I sent the grand piano to Seagull because she sent us a new grand piano. We're exchanging colors of piano. We had like a white one or a black one, and she sent either the white or the black one. I can't remember. We'll check it out in just a second. Also, this is like so amazing. I always am so impressed at how easy it is to do the terraforming and to just completely transform the island on a whim like this. I cannot wait to see what Cranston's tree is going to grow into. There we go. All right. Oh, Mason, thank you. Just guys, thank you. Heck. Oh, you guys are just like, you've tickled me so much. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, we'll talk about more about what makes a positive space in the future. Because I'm kind of curious about that. I'd love to know your guys' opinion without like getting too into stuff. Hey, Kotra, have a great dinner. Panda Blaze, you just found your favorite owl breed, the little owl. Oh my gosh, are you looking up owls? Because that is epic. The little owl sounds amazing. All right, log stool we can probably sell. Gonna drop this, put the black roses away. Yellow Mums away. All right, tiny library. We'll put you away for now. You know, we're gonna be really strict about just like clearing out our inventory for now. And what do you guys think? Should we go ahead and should we give the rest of our bugs that we collected? Like, these are some pretty rare bugs. Okay, the peacock butterfly we'll keep because you can't get... Wait, we can get more peacock butterflies. The bird wing I think we can get. Do you think we should give the rest of the bugs away to the villagers who will accept them today and say that Cranston is sharing all of his bug friends to celebrate becoming our farmer? Because I think that'd be fun. Hey, Cardin! Welcome to the adventures! Alright, let's put the model away. Fishing vest. That can go away for now. Cute sofa. We'll find out what that looks like eventually. Oh, we need to put the telescope outside Octavian's house. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we will definitely try giving some of the villagers the bugs then. Yeah, our little boy is sharing page. I love that idea. I really love that idea. And I know we have a lot of mail, but I'm just going to search real quick for a certain specific, certain specific piece. Oh my gosh. Oh, Octavian sent us a letter. Okay, let's open up the villager mail really quickly. We have a letter from Ursula and Octavian. You are worthy, Rutabaga. I had a buddy give me this a long time ago. It's seen a lot of action, a lot of good times and a few bad. Now I'm passing it along to you. Treat it right or I'll know. I'll be watching. Ursula. Oh wait, Ursula's not Meringue. I used the wrong voice. Ursula? Thanks. Okay. Octavian. Word of advice, Butterbean. Take it from me, kiddo. The more you use a tool, the more it'll break in and fit your hands perfectly. Treat it almost like a plant that'll grow as you nourish it. Isn't it satisfying to fix things yourself? Sometimes they just break, though. Thanks, Octavian. I feel like maybe he's trying to fix some of the lunar stuff, like all of his space stuff. And then I'm going to search really quickly. I know there's a lot of gifts from you guys, but we're going to save those. And right here, I think, Tracy's is the grand piano we can put outside for Julian. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, British Lemur. Oh, rest well, rest well. I really hope you get to feeling better, British Lemur. Oh my goodness. And then Annie, the most recent one for me should be for Cranston. It'll go with, oh, Annie, thank you. It'll go with his new farm. Yeah, let me, okay, I'm going to take a peek because another one of our mods has sent us one. All right, Annie, let me see if I can, aha, that's Allie. Annie, so this is for Cranston from Annie, another one of our mods. Dearest Cranston, we hear that you've made quite a name for yourself on this Wildberry you've moved to. Your grandmother saw this at the market and thought of you. With love, Mother. I love what you picked. Look at that fancy pantsy paper. That is so what the Imperial Crane family would send to their wayward son. All right, let's see what they have gone ahead. Thank you, Annie. Oh my gosh. Like, our mods are on it. An ant farm. That is adorable. I'm gonna go put it by his house. And let's see what Ursula just gave us too. So she gave us a cool bag. A tool bag? You guys! Ursula just gave us a tool bag. Let me go inside to show you guys how cool this is. Should we put it on right now to like exchange the bag we're wearing? It's perfect for when we're like terraforming and maybe even for when we're farming. All right, let me wiggle over here. Grab this. We're gonna put it on right now. Like, I was really confused by Ursula's message, but now it all makes sense. It is so perfect. She is ready for us to do, oh, well, use it. Okay, we have to close the terraforming down for a second. Yes, I'm done building for now. Thank you, thank you. We're absolutely gonna put it on. Oh. And Kaylee plus animals, you can change the name of who it's from and who it's to on letters by using these buttons right here. So you see these big ones? When you're writing a letter, hit these big little shoulder buttons. And yeah, technical term being LZ and RZ. And then you can bounce up and down on the letter to be able to change who it's to and from. And that's how we do a lot of role play around here in these Wildberry parts. All right. Let's put on the tool bag. That is so cool. I haven't seen the tool bag yet. Oh, thank you, Lindsay Say Ghost. Thank you, thank you. And the tools, Octavian didn't send a gift bowling for otters. Octavian just talked about tools, which is extremely ironic. So Ursula gave us a gift saying that she had seen a lot of years with this. It's seen her through good times and bad times, and I better take care of it because she'll be watching. And then Octavian sent us a letter without a present that just talked about how good it feels to fix things yourself. So I kind of feel like maybe Octavian and Ursula have been like working on fixing things together because Ursula is just in the mood to do a little like DIY. This is an amazing tool bag. Oh my gosh. I mean, have you guys ever seen these? Like, this is amazing. I love the bags that Kix has. I feel like he has a lot of bags that are really cool that I've just never had a chance to see, like the Traveler's Pack. Because I feel like he shows up every week and he's like, here's a pleather backpack. And I'm like, thanks, Kix. The same one from last time. Oh, hey, Mimi. Good to see you. All right, now we're ready for more terraforming and framing. But all right, so let's see. What was I doing? Let's go visit with the villagers and see if we can give any of them any of the gifts. We're going to put these items out, and then we're going to do just a little bit of spot farming while I can, because I think that this farming project's going to be... Oh, and we need to move this laundry back over to where Cranston lives. Yes, of course. Because I think that the farming project is going to be a little bit more involved than I realized. Oh, okay, we already gave Sky a gift. We need to put the telescope outside Octavian's house. Hey, do you guys think Octavian's been talking with Sky? And maybe she's given him permission to use her balcony for a telescope? Like, do you think that might be happening? Like, we can move her little espresso maker right here. And do you think that she may have given Octavian permission? You know, as the old man settles in on the island for a telescope right here. What do you think? Because I think that'd be adorable. Budding! He sells space boots? Oh my gosh, Kix, you're not giving me the goods. We gotta have a conversation with Kix next time he comes in. And maybe I'll get his amiibo out from the other room. I have Kix amiibo because I have all of the official Animal Crossing amiibos. And I might have to go get his amiibo and like pat its little head for luck. Oh, Carly, have a great night. Have a great night. We need Cranston to wear one of the beetle outfits. Science, you're right. I'm gonna have to invite you in so that you can put a whole bunch of the like bug outfits up for the villagers to try wearing. And maybe you could put up the shark tourney outfit too, so that then the villagers might wear the shark tourney outfit to get hyped for that. That'd be so fun. Because whenever you guys come visit our island, you can leave your custom designs behind as well, which I love. I really love that. But right, there we go. We're gonna put the telescope over here because I think Sky would be kind enough to share with the cranky old man who has moved in behind her. And also, Sheldon, I haven't given you a gift yet today. Let's get him! No, Sheldon, stand up! I know it looks like I'm almost sitting down, but I'm actually clenching my abs, Splash. Thanks, Sheldon. All right, we'll try to do a little bit of gift giving of one of the mesh caps to him. Or actually, let's go ahead and let's do one of the butterflies. Let's give him the Great Purple Emperor today. Or let's do the sunset moth since it's sunset. And that way he can learn a little bit more about how to take care of the wildlife of Wildberry. Since he is a junior park ranger, he's standing, get him! You're just raring to go. So what do you need, Splash? All right, let's go ahead and give him the sunset moth for sunset. Hey, a Madagascan sunset moth. Thanks, I'll be real careful with it. Did you know some bugs can lift several times their body weight? Maybe it can teach me some moves. Gotta give as much as you take. Please take a college card again. We educated him, you guys. We gave him an education. Heck. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to tell Chips. I feel a little bit like a professor now. That's adorable. It even matches! Oh, that's so cute! Okay, we're gonna say we're giving him an education. And in fact, if I had that tiny library on me, I would actually go ahead and put it somewhere near his house so that we can imagine that Sheldon is like maybe doing some online courses. He's bettering his life and learning to survive not only practically, but also academically. That's so cute. It is like a little Hufflepuff, isn't it? That's adorable. Oh. I love it. We'll have to give that to him later. Also, let's gather up these seashells and check on our shell turtles. Still doing good. We'll have to decorate these beaches in the future too. And all right, so let's do a little bit more spot farming really quickly. We got stuff to collect. We have, let's see about maybe now that I emptied most of my inventory and then filled it right back up. You know what? Let's do a little farming. And then I think I need to go buy that mixer so that I have it in my catalog. I forgot that we put the bears back here and that spooked me again. And then I think that it may almost be time to invite our mods over if you guys want to come over tonight for KK. And we need to pick a good sports festival or maybe a shark fishing tourney song from KK. Because I just am so tickled by how our villagers wanted a sports festival today. Like all of them. And which is really ironic because actually today Chips and I are going to go and do a little bit of tennis. We bought a tennis racket set and a whole bunch of tennis balls. I thought we only needed 3 tennis balls, like in a 3-pack, and Chips just laughed at me, like lovingly. And he was like, no, we're gonna want at least 12. And I didn't know why. Then we actually started playing tennis together at our little tennis area that we have at our apartment here. Now I know why you want multiple tennis balls. You spend the whole time chasing the balls and putting them back together so you can hit them again anyway. So that's really fitting. We'll have to come up with the perfect like KK sports theme. KK marathon? We'll have to see if we have that. All right, let's grab these. Oh, and let's actually check the Able Sisters shop really fast. Just to make sure we're not missing anything from the Able Sisters. And then let's see the progress we made today. We need to take... Tiffany's in her thief outfit! This is not a drill! Tiffany's in her thief outfit! She's outside in her thief outfit! I have to look at the closest items that are out now and make a poll for you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. 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 I have to examine the closest items. I'm making a poll. I'm gonna write down what each item is, okay? So, this is the first time she has gone out to thief something from us. Like, this is the very first time this has ever happened. Okay, and I'm gonna need to make a little list. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna make a list of 5 things. And at random, I'm going to type down some of the things that we actually see over here and over there. I'm just gonna like open my eyes and randomly pick things. Okay. And okay, and let's see where she has gone, and I'm gonna roll a dice to see how many things from where she's gone I should pick. Also, we're gonna say she dropped this, whatever it is. We're gonna say Tiffany in her thief outfit actually just dropped this. So Tiffany is stealing something from the island right now. Okay, she dropped some iron nuggets. Maybe she's using it to make lockpicks. Let's see where she's standing. And wherever, okay, she's standing over here. Everybody's gotten up to come see. Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll a dice to see how many things from the area I need to pick. All right, all right. And we're gonna see what she might want to steal. So. And I'm gonna roll to the side. Okay, so she's actually going to try to steal. So I basically looked at some items, rolled the dice to kind of help me pick between the items I was thinking about. Now I am going to go ahead. I know the dramaticness, awkwarding turtle, of having the clock ring. Now we're going to say, what did Tiffany steal? And I'm going to give you just numbers. All right, guys. So you have no idea what these numbers mean, but you need to vote in this poll. The things that were around her when we found her in her thief outfit are possible things that she is about to steal. Whatever she steals, because she's in her thief outfit, is going to go into a waste bin, which means it's going to just disappear from the island. We're not going to hide it back in my inventory. It's not going to be sold for bells. It is just going to vanish off the island like it never existed. And this is why we need to make good friends with her, because once we convert her to our side, she will never steal like this again. But it adds so much drama, and I love it. So we're going to grab the waste bin and put it down, and it's just going to vanish into the black hole. I'm pretty excited. Little bug-eye dice asthma. You know, I bet for a lot of role players, dice asthma is definitely a thing. Also, did somebody write a letter over here? Lexi, thank you! Thanks for all the wonderful streams and giving me precious memories. I will never be able to express how grateful I am. Thank you so much. Heckin', that means a lot. All right. Mel, I love that idea. We'll say that the waste bin is actually like a teleporter. Like right to Red's shop. There we go. All right, you guys have a few seconds left to vote. It looks like the majority of you think that number 4 is the least harmful thing to steal from the island. There's some big things. There's some small things. There's some expensive things. There's some harmless things. There's some tragic things. There's some silly things picked from the island. So we're gonna have to see. You're really picking number 4? Really? You're really picking number 4? Okay. Okay. I'll show you guys what number 4 is. A shell turtle has been poached. She has poached a shell turtle! It was literally the most dramatic thing on the list, and you guys like picked that one. One was literally these old boots. Oh no. I know, awkwarding turtle! Your turtle comrade! Oh, this is really hard to do. This is really hard to do, but this is part of the drama. We already gave her something pudding. Also, we don't want the item to appear in her house because we really want the drama of her having sent it off to Red and Kitty, never to be seen again. Rest in peace, little shell turtle. You have been stolen from the shores of Wildberry and sold to an extremely rich, wealthy person who wanted his own private zoo somewhere deep within his mansion island. I'm sure it'll live a good life, but it will be stolen away in captivity by quite the evil fellow. So we will have to carry on with trying very hard to convert Tiffany to the good side. Oh my gosh. Beeline! Oh no, don't worry guys. Well, there was a new shell turtle born earlier after all. And we will carry on with our mission to convert Tiffany to our side and bring peace and prosperity to the island. But alright. Now that that tragedy has happened. Lavissa, you're gonna buy noodles for dinner. Oh. But now that that tragedy has happened, we are actually closing up towards the end of the stream because Chips and I need to do a little bit of tennis tonight before bed. But of course, it is that special day where we actually open up for yieldy mods to be able to come on over. All right, so actually, let me go ahead and do something real quick. Oh, mods. And all right, I need to actually send off one last mod alert because I don't think we Where are you? Where are you? Hang on one second. There we go. All right, there we go, Paint Seagull. So now you too can also pop over if you would like. And I'm gonna go ahead and open the gates to allow our mods to have their weekly visit where they can come over so we can clap for the wonderful mods who make so many things possible. Smaggle Daggle, keeping on top of so much of what happens in our community. Our wonderful Paint Seagull, who has just recently added in our Sir David bot, who provides, hey, cute baked cake. Oh, your name is adorable. Welcome, welcome to the adventures. But we have a new bot in our Discord, in case you guys didn't see it yet, that actually is called Sir David with this amazing picture. Can I share it, Paint? Can I go ahead and share the picture? Because I really am excited about that. But with this amazing picture of Sir David Attenborough, and that is our new bot to present all of the new adventures that come. And let me see if my beloved Chips is available to come tonight. And then, of course, Annie. And they are always doing such a great job hanging around and helping. And Annie, I can't wait to see your tiki bar. And you are also invited over so we can clap for the mods. Gnu, I don't think, is awake yet because Gnu is Australian. But Gnu, if you happen to be lurking, of course. Also, Poke, darling, we just lost a shell turtle. Tiffany stole it. It was so sad. Rip turtle. Also, do you want to come over for the KK concert? There we go. Yes! She is! She is working with Kitty! Chips asked if she's working with Kitty. Yay! Okay, and he wants to come over for the concert too. Alright, uno momento. Alright, so this is just for the mods, you guys. And Chips. Alright, via online play. And hopefully, oh, hey, Gnu, are you? Oh, Gnu, hi. All right, Gnu, are we best friends yet? I don't think we are. But this is so we can clap for the mods and have our concert. What I need all of you guys to help me with is figure out the perfect song that we can actually use to go ahead and to welcome, or to go ahead and work on either a shark catching tourney or a sports festival song. I think I have... Yeah, Evie. Hey, we lost a turtle. Want to come over? Oh, and Panda, I have no idea what he'll be wearing. It's always a mystery. He might do a little spot of shopping while he's here. Let me see if I have KK Marathon, because some of you guys were suggesting that. Groove, Lament, March. I don't have KK Marathon yet. I wish we had Baby Shark. Coley, oh my gosh. I feel like we need to do... Is there like a KK version of Baby Shark? Okay. KK Slider, Baby Shark. That was Woomy on YouTube with Baby Shark live. That is officially going to become like some sort of sound alert on our Shark Tourney Day. I didn't know I needed that in my life. I loved that and also died from it all at once. Is that what a good meme is? Is when you're kind of cringing, but you're also like absolutely tickled. I was tickled. What were you guys? Oh my gosh, I know, I was so tickled. I was absolutely so tickled. That was hilarious. I cannot believe that. That was amazing. But yeah, sorry, band Roomba. I didn't know that it was going to be that loud. I will say, guys, something did happen when I was on a plane and Baby Shark was getting really big. There was actually a crying baby on the plane. And it was one of those really, I'm mad at the world. I am infuriated. Everything sucks. I'm going to let you know about it at the top of my lungs, mad babies. So not an easy to quell mad baby. And this exhausted dad with the baby pulled out his tablet. He turned on Baby Shark. And I kid you not, within 3 seconds, the baby stopped crying, let out the happiest, most angelic little, like giggle, and was quiet the rest of the plane ride. He didn't even play the song like over again, just once. And ever since then, all I can think is, how much do I really not like this song? Because it saved me from 3 hours on a plane with an angry baby, and it actually worked. So I have a conflicting relationship with it. Because it actually worked. And I was like, well, heck. I mean, that was awesome. I know, right, Coley? That was kind of amazing. I apologize, Band Roomba. I didn't mean for it to be so loud. It's hard for me to judge with the way everything is set up, how loud things are. Also, we're going to destroy these rocks. The time has come. We'll watch and see where the rocks respawn, because I'm totally ready for that. And we're going to need to pick an actual KK song. Oh, a cat. It's a little centipede. Come here, friend. Come here, little leggy friend. I love you. Gotcha. Oh, little bug eye. That's how it is with your niece? And it does magical things, Imlove? Oh my gosh. That is so cool. And Smaggle, I actually opened the island to best friends, and you're on my best friends list. So you should be able to pop right over. Yeah, you're on my best friends list, so you should be able to pop over. There's no code tonight. Oh, GNU! GNU! Where are you? Where are you, GNU? Give me uno momento. Because there we go. All right. There you go, GNU. Sorry about that. I was distracted by Baby Shark for just a second. I bet that the shark catching's been going great because the Australian side of the world has a lot of sharks going on right now. All right. Yay, chips! Oh my gosh, little bug eye. I can't even tell you how many times a day I have to listen to that song because of my nieces and nephews. I'm like immune to it. Now, you know what was really popular when I was nannying my cousins? What is the other viral song? And I will be tickled if you guys remember this one. But what is the other viral song that kids loved and it was nice? And then eventually, for some reason, they listened to it so much in recent memory that everybody got a little tired of it. At least a lot of us got a little tired of it. Let It Go, Smaggle Daggle, Nature Claw, Presty. Yeah, I was nannying when Let It Go and Frozen came out. Yeah. 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 So, yeah, I get it. I get the conflicting feelings from Baby Shark too. Oh, Annie, Kyle's moving! Heckin'! What does the fox say? Okay, I was never around the kidlets when What Does the Fox Say got big. It was definitely Let It Go. I actually haven't seen Frozen 2 yet because A, I'm not a nanny anymore, so I don't have the kidlets with me. Hey Ryan! Smaggle coming on in for his claps. But B, because I still feel just a tiny bit scarred from like listening to Let It Go so many times and watching Frozen so many times. And I don't know if it's any good because I thought they were going to have Elsa like have a female like romance and I was so excited. And then I heard that's not what happened, but I don't want to do any spoilers in case you're into that movie. Just if it's good, let me know and I might like maybe do like a Zoom thing and watch it with my niece because she might like that. Is it good? Is it good, Mochi? Hey, Dr. Roberts, welcome. Dr. Roberts, D.W. Roberts, welcome. Apparently you've earned a doctorate. It's actually pretty good. Okay, more mature and really good. Okay. Yeah, I will, oh, Smaggle! I'll keep that in mind. Thank you guys. Smaggle! I love your outfit. Have you been wrestling turtles? Oh my gosh. This is a song that never ends. Oh, Coley, I love it. Oh. Match you. Foxes are extremely loud. So what does the fox say? Like, never really lets you know that foxes can scream when they want to. Oh my gosh. Yay! And now we have Paint Seagull coming on over. She has been doing some great bot work on our Discord this week. And Annie, I would really love maybe tomorrow for us to be able to pop over and visit your tiki bar. We'll have to see if that works out for timelines. Yay, Annie! All right, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Smaggle, you got the out from the shop and I thought it would be perfect. It looks amazing. It absolutely looks amazing. But it's fun. And you know, I may kind of be pulling legs a little bit on like Baby Shark and Frozen and things like that. But I long ago decided that if it makes somebody happy and it's not harming anything, whatever. Whatever. You know, let people get really into it. Because why not? Yay! Welcome, Paint Seagull. Welcome, welcome. Orville is already giving you your claps. Claps for the mods. And Cyber, your brother had a talking Barney that sung one day. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot about like, Cranston! My boy Cranston's outside. Look at, he's looking at his little garden. Quick, friends. We need to take a picture with him. Oh, heck. Okay, I will. All right, wait, Cranston, come back. He's looking at his garden. You guys, do you know how much fun it's going to be to come out and see Cranston like looking at his garden now? I'm gonna love this. And Drivin' by KK is good listening. Thank you, Mason. I think that's probably the one we want because we've thought about Drivin' in the past. And I want to make sure, because I've heard Drivin's a good one. And you need to go ahead and do, I think, the little note. So we'll get Drivin' tonight. Thank you, Mason. Now that we're talking about music. And Gnu's coming over. Welcome, Gnu. And Kike Ska. Ah. Rin, you know, rumors have it that they might add proper gardening at some point, which would be fun. Ooh, Machu, you just got Drivin' in your town too? Call it KK Country in honor of Cranston's farm. Oh my gosh. And you know, we still don't have all of the secret songs. Let me look up the secret songs real quick. All right, let's see. Drive-In's one of the secret songs. That's right. And then... oh, this is really cool, guys. These songs on this like list right here are actually sorted by mood. So that's really useful. And welcome, Gnu! I love your outfit today. It's so cute. Because you can find like grumpy songs, happy songs, secret songs. That's really fun. Lazy songs, sad songs, hard to say songs, like complicated moods. There's Space KK. Okay. Hey, Great Streams! Welcome, welcome to the adventures. Okay, we're gonna do a poll. Which KK song tonight? Oh, and we'll have to see if this, is this Jeeps or Annie? Let me check if this is Jeeps. Yay! We're picking a KK song. We found KK Baby Shark. There we go. I'm gonna see what Chips thinks of that. All right, so let's pick from Drive-In. Space KK, because we're gonna do space stuff hopefully tomorrow. And probably more farming. It's Annie! All right, so we're just missing Chips now. And then let's also think about Country KK for farming. All right, and we'll do a little poll. There we go. There we go. You got Farewell this week, Gnu. Did you like it? I know Space KK would be really fun for our space launch, which hopefully we'll do tomorrow. It takes a little longer to terraform and to like set up sections on the island than I remember though. The only hard to say songs, the only one I know is KK Metal. KK Metal is hilarious to listen to the villagers sing to. I will say that. Annie! I love your outfit, Annie. That is awesome. Oh man, I love it, guys. Whoa! Okay, There we go. Look, he's still in his garden. Quick, friends. Quick. My boy. He's made his little garden. I'm so proud of you, Cranston. Cranston, pay attention. Cranston, react. Cranston, look this way. Psh. Cranston, no, Cranston. Cranston, no, Cranston, come back. Cranston, come this way. I'm whistling for him, but he's just glancing over his shoulder at me. Come on, this way. Come here, boy. Come here, come look at your garden. This is gonna be so much fun to just see him pacing outside of his house with his little garden. Guys, we're gonna love this. Oh, thank you, Annie. I love it when you wear your band outfit too. He's a proud plant parent now, guys. And Matthew, so we didn't get to Moonwalk Mountain, but tomorrow we're going to start working on setting up an area to do a space launch, because I watched the space launch today and it totally inspired me. But all right, so welcome, friends, welcome. Please, I hope you enjoy your time here. Hope you enjoy your time. Let me see if I can catch this tiger beetle real quick. Gotcha. And Driven. Okay, so Driven has now won the KK vote. And then let me let Chips know that we're ready. There we go. All right, and welcome guys. So these are our mods. We'll do claps for the mods in just a second. Let me see if I can tidy up a little bit because I have so much stuff in my pockets. And please feel free to do some shopping, guys. Feel free to look around. In fact, I'm gonna pop into the Able, I don't have any room to pop into the Able Sisters. Curses. All right, I'm gonna empty my pockets real quick. And Mochium, let me check because I don't think we have Drive-In. Oh, Evie, you really wanted us to get Drive-In, didn't you? All right, if we have driving, then we'll go ahead and we will pick Space KK because we may have driving. All right, let me put some of these guys away. I wonder what the centipede collectible looks like. That'd be fun to see. All right. And I didn't get to do so many things I had planned today. Annie, Zen Cushion? Oh no, Zen Cushion what? Oh, why did it have to show up behind the nest? Totally missed it. All right, let's see. Fossil, put away. Apple, put away for now. Let's see. Clothesline. Out front of. Okay, thank you. There's a Zen Cushion. Ant farm, towel baskets. We can give away one. Log stool. Okay. Oh, yay! All right, Chips is coming. Cranston does look happy to have friends over, Collie. What do you guys think? An old man Octavian was sick earlier. That's true. Oh, Sir Baguette the Third! Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So I started watching your streams a few weeks ago and wanted to watch all your videos, but I don't think you're physically capable of doing so. Yeah, we've got over 8,700 videos on our YouTube channel, and our Animal Crossing stuff has really started going pretty quickly. But Sir Baguette, we actually are trying, and it's not perfect yet, but exactly for people like you. We now have a in progress, so it's extremely messy right now, please pardon the dust, wiki that I am working on. There we go. That will hopefully start catching everybody up if you miss a stream. It has a few summaries on it right now. It's completely kind of just rough draft. My history-loving person, Big Chips, is coming. Yay! But once I get that going, like if you bookmark that page, once we get that going, that is exactly what its purpose is if you missed some streams or if you want to catch up real quick on what's going on, you'll be able to have a quick rundown of the most recent stream summaries, links to highlights. You'll be able to figure out what roleplay things we're doing. Right now, what we're doing is we're going ahead and every Saturday we have the KK concert and we invite over my husband, Chips, and we invite over our mods and we have claps for the mods. That's one of his favorite outfits. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Lavista, did you get your noodles? And little Bug Eye, congratulations on getting Molly's photo. That's so exciting. All right, so we're ready, guys. Let me check if we have drive-in. And then we're gonna just peek in the Able Sisters really fast. And then we're gonna get together and we're gonna listen to some music and say thanks to everybody who makes this community possible. And yeah, I love Chips's outfits. He always shows up in the best stuff. Oh, Science, thank you. Yeah, I love the film crew. Oh, and a Zen cushion. Thank you very much, Annie. I will be sure to give that to Cranston when I can put it on the ground, like outside his house. I'm pretty sure that's for Cranston, at least. And Zia Benji, welcome to the adventures. Let me check to see if we have drive-in real quick. It's my darling! All right, do we have drive-in? Cruisin'. Forest Life, Hypno, Bubblegum. We don't have drive-in, so we can go ahead and get drive-in. Yay, darling, welcome! Yay! All right, I'm gonna check in the Able Sisters shop really fast, just to see what they've got. Hey, June. Smaggle! There's just like a man with a gas mask running around, slowly creeping around the corner with a net. Call the police! Oh my gosh, there's some good stuff in here. All right, so let's go ahead and see what they've got. Just real fast, because we might not want to pass this up together tonight, friends. And then we're gonna go ahead and do claps for the mods and drive-in. And then let's see. Anything I really want? Tailored jackets look amazing. Ooh, I would like that green tailored jacket. I do like that a lot, actually. Huh. We'll think about that. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Lexi. KK Slider and Mod Party. Thank you, Siri and the team, for everything you do. These streams to this community just makes my day happier. Oh, thank you so much. It really is so wonderful to be able to do this with the community. Oh, there's a baby hat now. I think I'm good. The pilot hat! Oh my gosh! Annie, do you have the pilot hat? Annie is our air traffic controller. Okay, we're gonna pass up the baby hat for now. And I'm gonna go ahead and get a gas mask just cause. Oh, hey! Galactic Weasel, welcome to the nest. Let me see what I can pop up for you. Thank you so much for subscribing. And you know what, Galactic Weasel? The very first thing that showed up when I opened up my photos again was this classic little guy. And I think that he, if I have not, come on, wake up. And I think that he is perfect to have snuck into the nest at the last minute. Thank you so much. And welcome, a little gecko. I think they're called like dust geckos or something. I'm gonna have to look it up again. Ooh, I wanted some house slippers the other day. Okay, I'm gonna get some nice house slippers. And we're gonna buy these, but not wear them. All right, all done. Annie, so you've got the pilot hat too? That is so cool. Yeah, we need to get more of the galaxy things for Julian. In fact, we need to get one for ourselves for Space Day tomorrow. Yes, I don't have enough money. No. Okay, I'll buy one before the end of the night, I promise. All right, let's go get ready for KK Drive-In. I know, that little gecko's so cute. That was a gecko from Hawaii. All right, let's do this. It's time. I'm going, my love. I'm going. Dun, dun, dun. Look at everybody. I'm like such an industrious little crew on the island. And just really quickly, let me run on over and just show you guys again. This is what we accomplished today. Clearing out a ton of stuff. We planted a 75,000 bell tree in Cranston's farm. We managed to cure old man Octavian because he was quite sick. And we had a wonderful day of roleplay. And unfortunately, totes buying. I know those galaxy hoodies are amazing, Annie. Unfortunately, we also had the shores above Wildberry poached and lost a shell turtle. We also gained one, but we lost one too. So let us always remember that we cannot turn our back on Tiffany and the nefariousness of what she's up to. All right. And then we'll go ahead and get ready. And Mel, whenever you're ready, you can pop on in. Mel being Paint Seagull. Let's see. Yes, we want another song. And then we're gonna go ahead, give me that one song. And we're gonna do Drive-In. All right. I've never heard this one, so this is gonna be new. Drive-In, like this. It's one of the secret songs. Hey, look who's plugged into the code machine. How'd you know my secret song? Alright, cats and kittens, take a seat and focus your audio for driving. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna settle on in. Ryan. Alright. And I'll turn it up just a little. Oh, P-Line, thank you so much. I wanted to say I love you and your stuff so much. I'm living for these streams right now because of this time of chaos in the world, and it just needed to see something to calm me down and make me smile. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Welcome. Oh, look at everybody. That's what this community is for. That's what making positive space is about. That's stuff that I think about every single day when we come together. Oh, Lexi, thank you. Beeline, welcome. Welcome to the adventures. This is a good song. Welcome to the adventures, and thank you guys so much for everything. It has been another wonderful week. Thank you so much to the mods who keep everything going and make it so that Chips and I can have a couple days off in the middle of the week too. I know I can keep our community happy and safe with their help. Just thank you guys. Heck! Ryan, how did you manage to get loose? He's just running around. This is amazing. And yeah, getting ready for Galactic Sunday is going to be a fun time. Also, P-Line, let me go ahead and pick out a perfect little friend for you too. Oh, I love this song. Good voting, you guys. And P-Line, we're going to go ahead and we're going to have... Here. A preview. So this guy does come out of eggs, but not the kind of eggs you think of. A preview of our shark catching tourney. Shark from Hawaii. Little shark. He was only like this big. He was a little shark. Smaggle did run away, which is just so funny. There you go, P-Line. We'll talk about shark eggs another time too, because they're really cool. This is awesome! But thank you guys so much. Thank you so much to GNU, to Paint Seagull, to Annie, to Jacqueline, who is not with us, but is the other big main admin on our Discord, to my beloved Chips. Oh, thank you so much to like Ryan, like Smaggledaggle, for all of the work, and for all of the other mods that we have lurking about as well. Thank you for all you do. Paint Seagull, thank you so much for drawing on the board. And thank you guys all so much for joining me. It's just fantastic to build this community together, and I think it's such an important place, and I'm so proud and happy to be here. Let's take a little peek at what has been drawn. Okay, we gotta come over and do claps with everybody too. Thank you for the amazing week. And and I can't wait to share more adventures with all of you. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to like sit back, and I'm gonna have to frame that art of Cranston. Thank you so much for that, Paint Seagull. Super impressed with what you've pulled off. And then let's go ahead. And you guys, we can actually send some leafy happiness off. So let's wrap up tonight with a wonderful raid to pass on some of that kindness and that happiness. And if you guys would help me out with sharing some of the joy, let's go say hello to Forest Life again. It's been a little bit since we've seen her, and she's all about leafy greenery and goodness, and we've been farming all day. So we need to go and share some of the joy of our honest work with some others. So... Thank you guys. Hopefully tomorrow, just to let you know, my internet was being weird today, which is why we had a late start to our stream. But hopefully tomorrow we will actually be able to go and we'll be able to have a cool space launch area. We'll work on it. But all right, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Begin the raid! And I will see you guys next time.